Restoration, St. Paul's and Ridgewood Senior Living Communities, Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, Attorney Bill Motor, top-tier Federal Credit Union, Sharon Regional Health System, dedicated to serving the community, Joanno Legal Group, UPMC Health System, Mercer County State Bank, Mancino's Driving School, Vay's Pub and Grill, the Sharon American Legion Post 299, Warner's Homes and Improvements, Hermitage Rotary Club, Mailer Insurance, DK Auto LLC, The Laundryman, Reed and Daly Associates, Minuteman Press in Hermitage, Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding, Sharon Community Health Center, and 21st Century Energy Group.
Please thank this great group of sponsors for supporting all of our high school sports broadcasts all season on News Talk 790 WPIC on Sports Radio 96.7. Now it's time to go to the court with our countdown to tip-off show with our game announcers,
Ryan Briggs and Chris Burtch.
Merry Christmas, happy holidays to you tonight here on Sports Radio 96.7. We have Mercer County High School boys basketball action as the Sharon Tigers host Greenville in the opening round of the Sharon Christmas Tournament. Hi everybody, Ryan Briggs here along with Chris Burtch. We have Lee Gross on our camera tonight for our Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook page.
Yeah.
We have Art Shannon back in the studio producing our game. Chris, happy holidays to you. What better way to celebrate the holidays than at Sharon Tiger Gymnasium tonight?
Yeah. No place better, right? Just you're down here on the floor, right down kind of where all the action is, and a big-time tournament here as we're watching this Mohawk Altoona game, the first round game, the first game, and then Sharon taking on Greenville in the game that we're covering, the nightcap. Just a terrific atmosphere, and two teams that have gotten off to really good starts.
Both of these teams are 5-2. As the game ahead of us has certainly been a very physical and chippy game. Mohawk leading 65-56 with 4 minutes left in regulation. But both teams, we weren't quite sure what to expect from these two teams coming in. You know, Sharon, certainly you graduate 3 double-digit scores from the backcourt, a lot of youth in terms of the big men back. The young guards have stepped forward, Sharon off to a good start, and then Greenville, maybe a bit of a late start because of football,
right.
The deep run to the state semis, but the Trojans, they've won 5 of 7 as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's no question, right? I don't think either one of these coaches, Lewis Brown, of course, the veteran skipper now in his 4th year for the Sharon Tiger program, right, losing those, two big-time players and a great senior class overall from a year ago. And then Joe Batt, the first-year rookie head coach, gets off to a late start with his team in his first year. A lot of his starters on that state semifinalist football team. But here we are, roughly a month or so later, and both of these teams, 5-2, some big-time wins, some guys that have really stepped up and are playing well. Both teams feeling great about where their teams are.
Greenville 1-1 in Region 1 play, and Greenville, the one loss, of course, was a tough battle with West Middlesex, 57-54. But Greenville is 1-1 in league play. Sharon yet to get league play underway. League play for the Tigers in Region 4 will start January 13th right here against Slippery Rock. But tonight, it's Sharon and Greenville in the opening round of the Sharon Christmas Tournament. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk about the teams. We'll talk to the head coaches. And we'll have the starting lineups brought to you by 21st Century Energy Group here on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Restoration is now Shell Roofing and Exteriors, offering roofing, siding, windows, gutters, and decks, all with the quality you trust. Same team, new name, full exterior services. Shell Roofing and Exteriors is committed to quality service and trusted by Western Pennsylvania residents for 14 years. For quality craftsmanship and experience, contact Shell Roofing and Exteriors. Find Shell Roofing and Exteriors on Facebook or visit them at shellbuilt.com.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word auto to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
The tax team at Reed & Daly Associates is the area's #1 income tax service. Reed & Daly built their practice one client at a time and are proud supporters of student athletes, boosters, bands, and other school activities to keep our diverse community moving forward. When it comes to business or taxes, Reed & Daly Associates will fight for you and help you reach the top of your game. Reed & Daly Associates on South Buell Farm Drive in Hermitage and online at reedanddaly.com.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group, the area leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Visit them online at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com for all your energy needs.
Welcome back to Sharon Tiger Gymnasium, along with Chris Burtch, Ryan Briggs with you tonight. Getting set for a scheduled 7:30 tip between Sharon and Greenville, and the way things are shaping up, we might be right on time. The game ahead of us here has 2:19 to go, with Mohawk leading 70-58. Altoona jumped out 12-4. They actually had a 5-point lead at the half, but Mohawk a big second half, and the Warriors making the trip up from Western Lawrence County. It's a team that we've heard a lot about, just kind of on the, the crosstalk, if you will.
Of course.
The eye test. They passed the eye test to these Mohawk Warriors.
Yeah, they passed the eye test. Yeah, Coach Mike O'Lair had that great run with the Mohawk girls and has shifted that over to the boys and has carried right along. And, they're a good team.
And 72-58. Now, the winner of this one will take on the winner of our game tomorrow at 7:30. The two losing teams will play the consolation game. And really, Chris, one thing we don't see a lot of anymore for various reasons, because of league alignments and so forth, is true consolations and championships. It's fun.
Yeah, no, it does. It definitely makes it fun, when you win the game, then you stick around to watch, you're going to be playing that team in the championship. And there's a great feeling, after you win 2 games, right, to win the championship. And, so looks like Mohawk's going to have that opportunity against one of our Mercer County teams, whoever wins this second game.
And, of course, that game pits Sharon and Greenville. Looking at the Sharon Tigers, Chris, 5-2 record. The 2 losses, the Erie by 4, and then the Warren G. Harding, of course, always a powerhouse in Northeast Ohio. But I think the thing for Sharon is that there really jumps out. Number 1, no seniors in the starting lineup. Number 2, the young guys have really stepped forward this year. Guys that played a little bit as freshmen or sophomores, much greater roles, and they have responded. Yeah, I mean, their 2 leading scorers are both sophomores, right? Cedric Boyd, 12 and a half a game, and Jeremiah Nixon comes in, a little over 13 and a half a game. Those 2 have been sort of kind of like almost like how you see a star emerge. It's almost like both of them have really emerged, as guys that played a lot last year as freshmen, and now, it's really kind of become their team. And, Coach Brown said it, though. They have the highest averages, but it's not like necessarily they're going to be the leading scorers every night. They got other guys that could have a big night. You mentioned Nixon, 13.6 per game, and then Boyd at 12.5 per game. But then a guy who had a really good football season, Jaffier Lampkins, who played quite a bit last year, now 8.5. As you know from coaching a lot and being involved in athletics in a variety of roles, 1 year older doesn't necessarily mean 1 year better. But obviously for a lot of these Sharon players, they are better because they've put in the work.
They're better because they've put in the work, and they also understood their role last year on that that great team that won 20 games, that reached the state quarterfinals with that great senior class. They knew their role, but now they also know kind of what their role has to be, with this new team. So and I think that's it. It's they put in the work, they got better, but they're also really doing a nice job working into those roles where they have to be the scorers.
Another guy who's come on this year, Antoine Samuels, averaging 6 per game as a senior. Sharon, they have a lot of guys that can beat you.
Yeah, that's it. They do it by committee, and that's the thing. When you're, kind of scouting this team, preparing for this team, you can't put all of your focus on 1 or 2 guys because there's a whole bunch of them, like you said, that can do a lot of damage against your team.
And from a preparation standpoint, certainly if a team has a great scorer, a great player that can get you 25 or 30, obviously that's a problem as a coach. But on the other hand, if you're thinking, boy, if we take him away, if we take A away, if we're at B, C, and D, that can be even more problematic, and no doubt it will be for the other 5 teams in Region 4 starting in January.
I mean, I think almost any coach, depending, of course, on the greatness of the player, but I think most coaches, if given the choice, would rather put all of their eggs into trying to stop one superstar. I always felt like my teams were pretty good at doing that, but you got to pick your poison with this team. And no matter what you take away, they have some other guys that can get it done.
Sharon coming in at 5-2. Tigers coming off a win last Friday night, first game in a week for the Tigers, 60-50 over Meadville. As it was Jaffier Lampkins with 16, Cedric Boyd 16, and Jeremiah Nixon with 15. You have to love that balance, and it certainly paid off last week.
You have to love that balance, and that's a game that got my attention. Like in other words, we talk about these games that kind of get your attention. And when Sharon, beat Meadville, I thought, okay, I didn't know how they would be without those great seniors from last year. But you go and you beat Meadville, you're going to have a good season usually.
And a game that really Sharon broke open in the second half. It was 19-11 at the half. Tigers then led 44-29 after 3 quarters as they get to win to go to 5-2, looking to get to 6-2. The Greenville Trojans, they're also looking to get to 6-2. Greenville, they've had a little bit shorter of a layoff. Trojans, they won on Tuesday night over Cochranton. We'll talk about that game. We'll talk about the Trojans in general. First-year head coach Joe Batt has his squad, his alma mater, 2 coaches coaching their alma mater. I know something that you certainly can relate to. And Joe Batt has the Trojans at 5-2. We'll talk about Greenville when we come back here on Sports Radio 96.7.
Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. They still serve 42 whole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also offers burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is a full-service deli with party rings and meat and cheese trays available. Located in Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville, they are open Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 7 and Saturday from 9 to 3, closed on Sundays and Mondays.
Gosh, honey, what's got you all chef-tastic?
It's our kitchen remodel. It's got me all inspired.
Oh, are you inspired enough to make dessert?
As a matter of fact.
Is it chocolate? Oh, it's chocolate. I love you.
Get inspiration all your own with a brand new kitchen from Warner's Homes and Improvements. We create new kitchens that dreams are made of. We buy direct from the manufacturers using top quality materials with no shortcuts. The latest in style and functionality for a fair price. Call Warner's today and get inspired. Warner's Homes and Improvements on Route 19 in Mercer or online at warnersconstruction.com.
Mailer Insurance is proud to honor the Mercer County Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Mailer's honors West Middlesex running star Anna Sophia Vicari as a November Female Athlete of the Month. Mailer's Insurance also honors Farrell football standout Aaron Pegues as a November Male Athlete of the Month. Congratulations to West Middlesex's Anna Sophia Vicari and Farrell's Aaron Pegues as they are the November Mailer Insurance Athletes of the Month. Mailer Insurance, a Reinhardt's Agency Inc. affiliate.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word auto to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
Come on out to the Sharon American Legion Post 299 and enjoy bingo every Thursday and Friday. First number called at 6:45. Join us for trivia night every Thursday at 6 p.m. Our grill room serves up great food daily, and our kitchen is open Thursday through Saturday from noon to 9. We proudly welcome all veterans to our community. Visit Sharon American Legion Post 299 on East State Street for good company, good times, and a warm welcome.
I just bought a used car.
As did I.
Mine has a slight dent in the driver's side door and a few other minor scratches, but hey, considering the deal I got, I can live with a few imperfections.
Well, I got the great price without the imperfections.
Whoa, there's no way that's used.
DK Auto LLC is a veteran-owned and operated used car dealership in Grove City. And with DK Auto's attention to detail, were it not for the title, you'd swear you're driving new. See the amazing selections at DKAutoLLCPA.com.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group, the area leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Visit them online at 21st Century Energy.
Back here at Sharon Tiger Gymnasium, Ryan Briggs and Chris Burtch with you tonight on Sports Radio 96.7. Lee Gross manning the camera for our Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live video. And Art Shannon is in the studio producing our game on the radio. The Greenville Trojans, 5-2 overall under first-year head coach Joe Batt. Greenville team, we weren't sure what to expect. They really closed last year strong.
Yeah.
8-4 in the second half. They were 11-13 overall, lost in the District 10 playoffs, but 8-4. Sometimes you see it more so at the professional ranks, I guess. Strong finish leads to a strong start the next year.
Yeah.
High school and college certainly different because of graduations and so forth, but it really seems like that strong finish has really carried over this year, even over the coaching change. Joe Batt, who's an assistant for his dad, Mark, last year taking over, but this Greenville team really one of the pleasant surprises so far here in December 2025.
Yeah, it's kind of a great summation of what's happened there. Yeah, there's no doubt they finished last season strong, and and again you got some guys on this team too that certainly have to have benefited from the confidence that they gained, with this run, to a region title and all the way to the state semifinals. For this Greenville football team, and again, that there's definitely a carryover. The downside is they miss a few weeks of practice, but the upside is they come into the gym, feeling like world beaters and with a whole lot of confidence. And I think that's really paid off for first-year head coach Joe Batt.
And you've been in that situation as a boys basketball coach when you were at Slippery Rock and the football team when Dr. Brendan Smith was the coach. They had some really good seasons there, some playoff runs and so forth. That really it does. I mean, as a basketball coach, you'd like them, running the plays and the sets and all that.
Right.
But there's also mindset, physicality, attitude, all those things that really pay off as well.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, that certainly that year that the Slippery Rock team went to the 2004 Western Finals. That team came in and they were kind of like just brimming with confidence. And, again, we got off to a bit of a slow start that year, but then, all of a sudden that team started to play well. We ended up making the state tournament. So, so there's no doubt that there's a payoff there. I think it's better, your guys miss maybe a week or two of practice, but they come in with all that confidence than if they don't have that experience, so, yeah.
And it has certainly not slowed down Keith Covert, who, of course, started a receiver and defensive back.
Yeah.
Mercer County's leading scorer so far this year, averaging 23 points per night, had 36 Tuesday night in a 76-56 victory over Cochranton. Keith Covert, talk about a breakout star so far in December 2025. Right there, Keith Covert.
Yeah, I mean, he has, just sort of come out here to start this season, and, he's got all kinds of that confidence, right? He was a good receiver on that football team, but he has been finding the basket. He's been finding a wide variety of ways to score. And thing I love about him is, and we'll see this some tonight, his teammates love him. Like, they go nuts every time he scores. Usually you don't see that with the star of your team. And, certainly in his case, that's how they're feeling about him.
He's averaging 23 a game, 2 other double-digit scores. Raleigh Robertson had a solid sophomore year last year. He has stepped forward this year, averaging 12 a game. Justin Schell, talk about football exploits, he's at 11 per game. And then Brecken Hedrick at 6'4", averaging 8 per game. He averaged 8.5 last year. The second leading scorer back from last year, Justin Schell, scored a shade over 9 per game. This Greenville team can certainly fill it up.
They can. I mean, that's what they've been able to do, right? It's they've kind of been outscoring people, and something that Coach Batt told me off air was that he didn't know how they would handle the pressure, and so far they've just kind of been basketball players against pressure. Like, in other words, it hasn't been a problem. They've just kind of answered and scored against anybody that's tried to press them, and when you have that kind of thing going on, it makes you tough to beat.
When we come back, Chris will visit with the head coaches, Sharon head coach Lewis Brown and Greenville head coach Joe Batt. Don't forget, we also have the 21st Century Energy Group starting lineups as pregame continues. We approach tip-off, which will be right about on time at 7:30 here tonight on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
21st Century Energy Group is the leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. For over 50 years, they have provided quality heating oils, propane, heat, gasoline, diesel, and lubricants to western Pennsylvania and eastern Ohio, with 7 locations including Newcastle, Grove City, Conneaut Lake, and Erie. The 21st Century Energy Group is your locally owned neighborhood fuel provider. Call them today for your home heating or commercial fuel needs at 1-800-922-5454. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook or visit them at 21stCenturyEnergyGroup.com.
One moment I was on my way to my son's ball game, and the next I was being placed in an ambulance. I needed help. That's why I called the Joanno Legal Group.
Call the Joanno Legal Group toll-free at 888-347-1411. Please visit them at joannolegalgroup.com. That's Joanow legalgroup.com, or call toll-free at 888-347-1411. Joanno Legal Group, when you deserve more. No fee unless we win or settle your case.
Shell Restoration is now Shell Roofing and Exteriors, offering roofing, siding, windows, gutters, and decks, all with the quality you trust. Same team, new name, full exterior services. Shell Roofing and Exteriors is committed to quality service and trusted by Western Pennsylvania residents for 14 years. For quality craftsmanship and experience, contact Shell Roofing and Exteriors. Find Shell Roofing and Exteriors on Facebook or visit them at shellbuilt.com.
When seconds count, it's good to know that Sharon Regional Health System offers comprehensive heart care right in your backyard. As an approved PCI program, we offer round-the-clock STEMI and heart attack care, and our skilled cardiology team is on standby to offer the highest level of care available in the region. The best part is you can remain close to home when you need it most. Learn more about advanced cardiac care at SharonRegionalHealthSystem.org. Sharon Regional Health System, continuing the legacy of healthcare in our community.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group, the area leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Visit them online at 21stCenturyEnergyGroup.com for all your energy needs.
We're back on Sports Radio 96.7, and I'm joined by Greenville first-year coach Joe Batt. And Coach, obviously you came into the season, your rookie year, taking over for your dad that coached last year. Again, lots of questions though for any first-year coach. Had that long football run for a lot of your guys, and you guys have really played well, starting off 4-5-2, and you find yourself in this tournament with 3 great programs, riding a pretty good high. What have been some of the keys for your good start?
Yes, sir. First, thank you for covering the game. Thank you for saying those words. I think just coming in every day, working hard at practice, kind of starting to build. You mentioned we got some guys later, a couple weeks into practicing. So, kind of getting them up to speed lately, and I think they're there now. And, everybody holding each other accountable, we say every day. So, yep.
I mean, maybe the biggest surprise, certainly on your team, but maybe in all of Mercer County, has been the jump of Keith Covert. I mean, he's a good player. He was a good player last year, but coming in here tonight, averaging 23.1 points a game, scored 36 in your last game before Christmas. Just talk about some of the things that have made him take such a big jump.
Keith he's bringing his leadership every day. He's bringing his mindset. You'll be able to notice pretty quickly out there that he's one of the toughest kids in the gym every game. He'll give everything we need him to. He's very coachable, and yeah, he's been a great joy. And, very unselfish. All the guys are happy for Keith and the success he's had so far, so it's good to see.
You play this Sharon team tonight, and obviously Sharon, a couple of great players graduated from their program a year ago, but they've just kind of filled in that gap with other great players. When you were kind of preparing for this one and looking at the Sharon team, what were some of the things that you saw and that you were going to try to do tonight, against this great Tiger team?
We thank them for bringing us down here again. We look forward to the opportunity tonight. It's a good team over there. They're young, they're athletic, they can really move and pressure the ball, and they're active on defense. That's something that we're going to have to focus on for sure, handling the ball. And they got some guys who can go too, so we'll have to keep the ball in front of us on our end, and make them shoot contested shots and see where we're at.
You already went over a bunch of them, but a couple of keys tonight for your team.
Mm-hmm. I think it starts with our defensive intensity too. We've been able to cause a lot of turnovers in some of these games to get some runouts and get some momentum. So, just being active with our hands in the passing lanes and, moving with our feet, trying not to foul. I think it starts there. And, they've been unselfish and really learning how to, play in space on offense and get everybody involved. So those are a couple keys for tonight.
Right. Joe, it's great seeing you make that transition from being a great player to being a coach, and certainly congrats on the great start, and good luck tonight, and good luck as you head into the heart of your season.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Appreciate that. Those are the thoughts of Greenville head coach Joe Batt as he gets his Trojans ready here for this showdown here at the Sharon Holiday Tournament against the Sharon Tigers. Pregame continues on Sports Radio 96.7.
Idea what to do. So I called the Joanno Legal Group.
The insurance companies have attorneys on call. You deserve to have one too. You deserve to know your rights, and you deserve to have answers to all your questions. Call the Joanno Legal Group toll free at 888-347-1411. There's no fee unless we settle your case or have to fight to protect your benefits. Please visit us at joannolegalgroup.com or call us toll free at 888-347-1411. Joanno Legal Group, when you deserve more. No fee unless we win or settle your case.
Top Tier Federal Credit Union is now open at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage, near Cranex. Stop in or start your membership application online at toptierfcu.org. The credit union offers checking, savings, loans, and much more, and they incentivize you to do business with them with their special bonus dividend. Top Tier Federal Credit Union, everything banking should be. Personalized, simple, and member-focused. Now open at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage near Cranex. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group, the area leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Visit them online at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com for all your energy needs.
We're back on Sports Radio 96.7, and I'm joined by Sharon head coach Lou Brown. And coach, really nice event going on here, holiday tournament, two big-time programs in there, Mohawk and Altoona. Then later on, you guys take on the Greenville Trojans. Got a nice win heading into the holiday break, beating Meadville, obviously, and then head into this tournament knowing you're going to get two great games. Just a couple of thoughts about your team here in this early part of the season.
I think we, as of lately, we've been playing good and figuring it out. I'd like to see the guys make the extra pass and guys cheering each other up and bringing each other up at practice and in games also. Yeah. But, yeah, definitely got a good win versus Meadville. We're still in our process of learning how to figure and finish games, figure out how to win and finish games off. I think we learned that on last Friday versus Meadville, and I think Greenville will come in and be tough to play. Joe will have them guys ready to go, and Altoona and Mohawk, I think two very good teams. I think this is a very quality, good tournament of some teams.
Yeah, obviously, we were talking a little bit off air. You had the joy of getting to coach some absolutely outstanding players that have graduated the last couple of years, especially last year. And now all of a sudden, it's not a new team. You got some varsity experience back, but it seems like one of the nice things with this team is nobody's necessarily emerged as the star, but you're getting some nice balance, nice getting it done by committee. How's that chemistry evolved?
I think I'm still kind of watching it evolve. I think we have a couple guys that we know can score, and we kind of, players and coaches look for that guy to score a little bit, just trying to not force it.
Right.
But I think we all know, it's going to take a team effort. Team effort on defense, us sharing the ball on offense and working around to get the good shot, the best shot for the team, whether it's a rebound, maybe an extra pass. But I think we're still watching it. So still early in the season, I think, and we're still watching it. But I love how it's by committee, like you said, guys sharing the ball, guys sharing scoring, guys taking other responsibilities. So I like how it's going.
And that was our Chris Burtch with Sharon head coach Lewis Brown. We appreciate Coach Brown and Greenville coach Joe Batt for joining us in the pregame. Time now for tonight's starting lineups. The starting lineups are being brought to you by the 21st Century Energy Group. The 21st Century Energy Group is the area leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. Call them today for your home heating or commercial fuel needs, and don't forget to follow them on Facebook or visit them at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com. First for Greenville, the guards are Raleigh Robertson, 6-foot junior, averaging 12 points per game, and Justin Schell, 5'11 junior, averaging 11 per night. Up front, Keith Covert, 6'1 junior, averaging a county high 23 points per game. Jacosa Mitchell, 6'1 senior, averaging 3 per game. And Brecken Hedrick, 6'4 junior, averaging 8 per night. For Sharon, the guards are Jeremiah Nixon, 5'6 sophomore, averaging 13.5 per game. And Joffier Lampkins, 6'1 junior, averaging 8.5 per game. Up front, Heath Miller, 6'3 junior, averaging 5 per game. Kylene Smith, 6'2 junior, averaging 5.5 per game. And in the middle, Cedric Boyd, 6'2 sophomore. Boyd, averaging 12.5 per game. Sharon going right to left. The tip won by Cedric Boyd. We are underway here at Sharon Tiger Gymnasium. Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch with you tonight. Your officials, Jim Hart, Mike Bockert, and Ty Barzak. And Greenville comes out in a 1-3-1. Joffier Lampkins dribbling on the right wing, swings it left side for Nixon, who fumbles it near side. Tracks it down. Sharon in the home white. Orange numbers and letters. Orange and black trim. Lampkins drives in, shovels it down low. Cedric Boyd flashes open, and Sharon has the first points of the night.
Success.
Nearly a steal midcourt. Covert driving in, right of the lane, up with the right hand, and good. Keith Covert ties it at 2.
Yeah, that's a great job getting they turned it over, and then Sharon turns it over right back. Great pass out ahead to Covert, and he makes a tough shot in traffic.
2-2, 50 seconds gone by here. At Sharon, right side 3, put up, it's a 2, a long 2 for Heath Miller. Sharon back on top, 4-2.
Yeah. Heath Miller, such kind of a nice sort of Swiss Army knife player for this Tigers team.
Greenville moving left to right, blue jerseys, gold numbers and letters outlined in white trim for the Trojans on the road. Ball lost on the near side by Raleigh Robertson. It trickles out of bounds. Last touched by Sharon. It will be Greenville ball directly in front of us from our midcourt broadcast location.
Both of these teams coming out playing so hard. You notice it right off the bat.
Raleigh Robertson running the point, guarded in the forecourt by the lanky Kylene Smith. Into the near corner for Covert. He lost it out of bounds, and it will be Sharon ball. Tigers lead 4-2, a minute 20 gone by.
Yeah, Jafir Lampkins really making it tough for Covert to get the ball on the wing. And Greenville kind of a run out there for his basket, but other than that, he hasn't touched the ball.
Greenville in the 1-3-1. Near corner Nixon with it, cut off by Robertson. Nixon in some trouble. Lob it back towards midcourt, caught by Joffier Lampkins. Lampkins pass deflected, knocked out of there by Hedrick. Greenville with it. Ahead to Hedrick, up with the left hand and good. Got the pass from Keith Covert. Hedrick ties the game at 4.
Yeah, 2 turnovers, 2 baskets. 2 Sharon turnovers, 2 baskets for Greenville.
We're tied at 4, 6:10 to go first quarter. Right wing with it, Cedric Boyd. Boyd right hand dribble. Skip it left side for Nixon. Nixon left of the lane and dumps it down low. Layup is good. Boyd flashed open on the opposite side.
Yeah, they're exploiting that backside of that 1-3-1. They got to make that drop all the way from that deep wing. And so far, both baskets for Sharon have been that.
6-4, 5:48 to go first quarter. Steal at the top of the key. The outlet Boyd down court to Nixon driving in. Reverse layup up and good. Boyd with a layup, and a timeout will be taken by Sharon. A 30-second timeout. Good start for the Tigers. They lead 8-4. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout on Sports Radio 96.7.
St. Paul's Without Walls Home-Based Services is seeking compassionate individuals who love to help others and who will nurture meaningful relationships with the clients we care for. Parents with school-age children, college students, retirees, or anyone seeking a role that fits around their life will find this opportunity especially rewarding. Visit stpaul's1867.org/join our team to apply for a companion or care partner position with St. Paul's Without Walls Home-Based Services. St. Paul's is an equal opportunity employer.
The first quarter is brought to you by the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
Timeout taken by Sharon. Tigers with an 8-4 lead. Now the Tigers will set up, is it man or 2-2-1?
This is that 2-2-1. And they absolutely swarm the sidelines.
Mitchell in the backcourt to Shell, dribbling through traffic. Has it knocked away from behind, punched out of there, diving forward, but landing out of bounds is Greenville's Keith Covert. And Sharon forces the turnover after the defensive switch.
Yeah, that's 6 of the 8 points for Sharon have been 3 Greenville turnovers, and both baskets for Greenville have been Sharon turnovers.
Trojans extending the 1-3-1 with Hedrick in the middle. Right wing, Nixon, 3, up good. Jeremiah Nixon hits the first three of the night, his 9th of the season, and it is 11-4 Sharon. Right wing, Covert to the block, pulls up, glass and good. Keith Covert's second field goal of the night.
Yeah, Covert's being really aggressive to get to the hoop there, and that's what he's going to have to do if Greenville's going to stay in this game.
3 minutes gone by, right corner, 3 put up by Kylene Smith, no good. Rebound on a run out by Shell. Shell lost the handle and grabbed out of there by Nixon. Here comes Sharon, back the other way, moving right to left. Nixon, top of the key with it. Crosses over, dumps it down low. Boyd is open, blocked on the backside by Jacosa Mitchell. Rebound grabbed by Shell for the trailer up top. That's Robertson, and now Mitchell will set up the offense. Mitchell around Miller. Mitchell into the lane, up with the right hand. Blocked by the rim, no good. Rebound grabbed by the Sharon Tigers.
Yeah, frenetic pace here, Briggsy, that's for sure.
Top of the key, Nixon open, 3 on the way. That one no good. Rebound tipped around near side and out of bounds off of Heath Miller as he battled with Brecken Hedrick down low. It is Greenville ball at the 4:21 mark.
Yeah, Heath Miller doing a great job just kind of giving Sharon an opportunity for that possession, but finally went out of bounds, and now Greenville will get it in against this set Sharon press.
Mitchell in the backcourt, left side the Shell, back to Mitchell. Harassed by Nixon in the 2-2-1. Works it ahead for Raleigh Robertson, right corner. Hedrick, lefty, 3 long, no good. Rebound pulled down by Kylene Smith for Sharon. Tigers into the forecourt. Jaffier Lampkins with it. Fires at Nixon, left corner. Nixon, 3. That one off the mark, no good, and the rebound yanked down by Covert. Outlet down court to Shell. Shell left side as the Greenville offense catches up to him.
Yeah.
Neither team walking it up the court
that's
tonight.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, you'd think Greenville doesn't want to play fast, but they are.
Hedrick, right baseline, turnaround 17-footer, no good, and the rebound pulled in by Sharon. Lampkins into the front court. Lampkins right in the lane. He's going to go all the way, scoop with the right hand, up, catches the front of the rim and drops in.
That's incredible.
Jaffier Lampkins' first points of the night. 4th different Tiger in the scoring column. 13-6, 3:20 to go first quarter. Robertson dribbling through traffic, gets stripped. Nixon with it. Nixon to the left block. Reverse slave with the right hand is good. Jeremiah Nixon was 7 out of the gate, and a timeout will be taken by Greenville with 3:13 to go in the first quarter. It is a 30-second timeout. Sharon on top, 15-6. We'll be back after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
My car does more than take me from here to there, and I expect my insurance to do more too. That's why I chose my agent and Erie Insurance. They offer first accident forgiveness and the service I deserve at a price I can afford.
Your Erie agent in Hermitage is Reinhardt's Insurance. Get a quote at 724-342-2291.
Erie Insurance services are provided by one or more of the following insurers: Erie Insurance Company, Erie Insurance Property and Casualty Company, or Flagship City Insurance Company, home offices Erie, Pennsylvania, or Erie Insurance Company of New York, home offices Rochester, New York. An equal opportunity insurer.
The first quarter is brought to you by the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
Sharon with a 15-6 lead. Greenville will have it coming out of the timeout. Each team has taken a timeout here in the first quarter. Now Sharon changing up. They go to the 1-2-1-1 now.
1-2-1-1. What they're doing either way is they take away the middle and force sideline.
Robertson doubled in the backcourt to Mitchell, outlet to Shell over the timeline. Shell left of the lane into the corner for Hedrick. Hedrick driving in, off balance, lefty shot, no, but a foul. The first foul of the night comes to 3:03 mark. And who's the guilty party? It's going to be on Nixon.
Yeah.
Nixon reached in, first foul of the night, and it will put the 6'4 lefty Brecken Hedrick on the line. No, it will not.
Oh, no,
It's a floor foul.
Yeah. That's the way to attack that, though. They went sideline and then deep sideline and then just attacked off the dribble into the middle. And that was exactly what I was thinking about how you'd want to attack this Sharon press.
Sharon the man-to-man on the out-of-bounds. The inbounds, it's intercepted. Lampkins the steal. Finds Kaleem Smith, outlet down court, intercepted. Hedrick with it. Hedrick leads the break, 4-on-1, gives a ball fake. Lefty layup, missed it. Heath Miller flies in for the rebound for Sharon. And now here come the Tigers with numbers. Lampkins, outlet down court for Nixon. Pulls up on the baseline, down low for Boyd, posting up. And he lost it out of bounds. It goes back to Greenville at the 2:44 mark. We have our first sub of the night. It'll be Santino Gavin in for Sharon, the 6'1 sophomore, replacing Miller.
And 9 turnovers already for Greenville. 6 for Sharon, but the 9 have been costly.
Robertson into the front court, finds Covert. Covert down the lane, threw it near corner, and Lampkins jumped the passing lane. Another steal for Jaffier Lampkins. Lampkins over the timeline with it. Left wing for Nixon. Nixon drives in. Nixon up with the right-hand glass, rattles around and drops in 9 for Jeremiah Nixon.
Nixon is he is lightning in a bottle. Wow.
17-6 to 6-0 spurt by Sharon. 2:15 to go, first quarter. Mitchell left wing with it. Mitchell working on Gavin. Hands it off to Shell. Shell into the lane. 12-footer, no good. Rebound tipped over to big Cedric Boyd for Sharon. He'll lead the break. Boyd steaming down court. Boyd all the way up and good with the right hand. Cedric Boyd with a half dozen.
Wow. Yeah, Boyd looking like Moses Malone in the 70s.
And now a steal in the backcourt by who? Boyd, outlet down court, 50-footer to Smith. Tips it over to Gavin. He drives the near baseline. Whips it down low for the cutter. Boyd lip, good and a foul. Cedric Boyd with 8. He'll go for the three-point play.
Yeah, the pace of this game is about as fast as is humanly possible. And, this is the way Greenville likes to play. But, man, I just don't know if you can play this pace against Sharon if you're Greenville.
The foul's on Justin Shell, and a timeout has been taken by Greenville. Full timeout, 1:44 to go, first quarter. Sharon leads 21-6. Back after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Hard work is appreciated? Join Extreme Machine and Fab in Hermitage, Pennsylvania. Since 1995, Extreme Machine and Fab has become one of the biggest and most trusted premier full-service machine shops, servicing customers worldwide in the steel industry, Department of Defense, and nuclear power industry, to name just a few. From small components to 75-ton projects, their machining, fabrication, and engineering teams do it all. Extreme Machine and Fab offers competitive wages and competitive benefits. Apply today at extrememachinefab.com. Join the EMF team. Innovate, grow, succeed.
Top Tier Federal Credit Union is now open at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage, near Cranex. Stop in or start your membership application online at toptierfcu.org. The credit union offers checking, savings, loans, and much more, and they incentivize you to do business with them with their special bonus dividend. Top Tier Federal Credit Union, everything banking should be. Personalized, simple, and member-focused. Now open at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage, near Cranex. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
The first quarter is brought to you by the Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Banking, but better.
Cedric Boyd looking to complete a three-point play. Boyd 15 of 23 at the line, misses it long with the rebound. Gavin had it, lost it. Miller digs it out. Tigers will get a chance to add on to this 21-6 lead. 1:37 to go, first quarter.
Yeah. Get to take a look here at Sharon's half-court man-o here.
Gavin to Lampkins, near block, inside. Boyd posting up across the lane. 6-footer good. A 4-point possession for Cedric Boyd. He has 10.
Yeah, Boyd is really good. That was some great footwork, great post move.
Shell driving right of the lane, and he'll be hammered down low. He'll shoot the first free throws of the night for the Greenville Trojans. Coming up at the 1:18 mark, the foul will go on Heath Miller. His first and the team's second. And it sends Shell to the line to shoot 2. Shell 6 of 9 at the line this year. This is his 5th appearance. He missed the first 3 games of the season.
Yeah, Shell was that was a really good drive. Nice little look away to create that lane, as the guy in the help defense had to jump out to the corner and earn himself a trip to the foul line. It'd be easy to say, Greenville should try to slow the pace of this game down. The problem is Sharon doesn't let you. That's the whole challenge against this Tiger team.
Shell goes 2 for 2. It's 23-8, and Greenville back to the 1-3-1. Boyd top of the key with it, left side for Lampkins. Near corner, Miller, 3, long, no good. Weak side board, Shell and Boyd battling with it, or battling for it. Both had their hands on it, and the arrow belongs to Greenville. The 103 mark does allow Sharon to set up the full court pressure.
Right, sets up the pressure here, and again, you can just see they're just sitting on the middle. You can't get the ball into the middle against this press.
Robertson into the front court, left wing for Justin Shell. Shell drives in around Johnny Norris, who checked in during the free throw attempts. And will Shell be going back to the line? Foul goes on Joffier Lampkins, his first. Team third, and indeed, Justin Shell goes back to the line.
Shell has a really good first step, and 2 times in a row now, he's just kind of been able to get behind the first line of defense, get in, draw some contact, and get to the foul line. Greenville can get back in this, Briggsy. They're just going to need more of that.
23-9, Shell 3 for 3 at the line. Mitchell out for Greenville, and Jacob Vandavander, a stout 6'2 sophomore, will check in. Shell, good again. Knocks them both down. And the lead has been whittled to 23-10 as we are in the final minute of the first quarter. Lampkins jump past and nobody home, looking for Miller. Game the heater, had a little bit too much on it, and Greenville gets it back. 43 and 1/2 seconds to go, first quarter.
Yeah, that was fortunate too, because the backside help wasn't there again in that 1-3-1, but he threw it away, and Greenville with a chance here with 40 seconds to go in the quarter.
Hedrick will bring it ahead, guarded by Miller. Hedrick left of the lane. Hedrick dumps it inside, looking for Vandavander, and it goes out of bounds off of the sophomore post player Vandavander. Greenville gives it back.
Yeah.
Norris out, and it is Jeremiah Nixon returning for Sharon with 32 seconds to go, first quarter.
I love seeing coaches tell their guy to do the right thing after a mistake. He said, you got to jump stop and use your inside hand. I just saw Coach Pat say those exact words instead of that jump pass. You know what I think about the jump pass.
Not good.
No.
Lampkins left side, the Nixon near corner. 3 on the way from Gavin. It's long, no good, and the rebound snagged out of there by Justin Shell. Time for Greenville, outlet down court to Hedrick. Hedrick into the lane, leaves it for the trailer. Shell, 3, up, got it. 7 for Shell, and Greenville back within 10 at 23-13. Final 10 seconds of the first quarter. Leave it up top for Nixon. Nixon left the lane, run over the right-hand glass. Rim doesn't stay in the cylinder. Shell the rebound, and that is the end of a frantic first quarter tonight at Sharon Tiger Gymnasium. Greenville battling back. Sharon still on top by 10, however, 23-13. Chris and I will come back with the second quarter after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
Looking for a place you or a loved one can thrive with a community that cares? Discover the Ridgewood at Shenango Valley, where independent living meets peace of mind. Our private apartments offer the freedom to live on your terms with personal care and daily assistance available if needed. Short-term stays are also available. For more information or to schedule your in-person tour, visit rwsv.org or call 724-347-0998. The Ridgewood at Shenango Valley, where comfort, care, and community come together. Equal housing opportunity.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word auto to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group for all of your roofing, siding, and exterior needs.
Welcome back to Sharon. 23-13, Sharon on top of Greenville. As we get ready to start the second quarter, Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch here with you. Chris, fun first quarter.
Yeah, really fun first quarter. And, again, it looked for a second there like Sharon was going to just be able to kind of run them out of the gym, but Greenville, a nice little comeback to end the quarter. They're back in the game.
Greenville in the extended 1-3-1. Sharon with the basketball moving right to left. Shot down low by Gavin. He is whacked on the arm, and Santino Gavin will shoot two. The foul is on Brecken Hedrick, his first, team first, here in quarter number 2. And Santino Gavin, 1 of 2 at the line this year, will shoot two. Sharon at home, the white jerseys, orange numbers and letters, outlined in black, orange and black trim. First free throw is good for Gavin. Greenville on the road tonight, blue jerseys, gold numbers and letters outlined in white. White trim for the Trojans in their road garb. And Santino Gavin goes 2 for 2.
Yeah, Coach Brown really likes his depth. We talked a little bit about that before the game, and he's certainly one of them.
Greenville's first possession of the second quarter. Raleigh Robertson finds Shell back near the midcourt logo. Shell has scored 7 in a row, but he gets stripped by Nixon. Gavin outlet ahead to Nixon. Nixon driving in up on the left hand, no good. The follow by Boyd, it'll rattle around and drop in. Cedric Boyd with a dozen.
Wow. Cedric Boyd, you just kind of look at him compared to a year ago. He just is starting to look like a star basketball player, I mean, that's kind of has that look about him, even if you didn't know his stats or anything else.
Left corner, Hedrick with it for Greenville against the man-to-man. Around a screen from Van de Vander, looking for the pick and roll. Van de Vander makes a catch on the block and lost the handle. Grabbed by Kyleem Smith, outlet ahead to Gavin. Gavin across the lane for the trailer. Boyd puts it up and in. 14 for Cedric Boyd.
He's just hustling. It's a combination of being in the right spot and playing as hard as you possibly can, and Boyd's doing both of those things.
29-13, 6-0 run for Sharon to start the second quarter. Covert's pass batted away on the near side. Gavin and Lampkins supplying the double team. And Greenville will have it top of the key extended near side with Keith Covert to trigger as he gets the basketball from veteran arbiter Jim Hart. Covert will throw it into the backcourt. Raleigh Robertson flags it down for Greenville. Robertson on the near wing working on Gavin. And Robertson, the feet kept going when he pulled up. A travel. Turnovers have been a problem for Greenville.
They really have. Yeah, that's 14 for the Trojans. And again, some of that is just them being aggressive and, playing the way they play, despite the fact that they're playing Sharon. But, it's definitely been a problem.
Left wing Nixon with it. Nixon on the baseline gets cut off, moves it back up top for Lampkins. Lampkins stumbles, kept the dribble going. Now he's going to be tied up, and the arrow belongs to the Greenville Trojans.
A good hustle play there.
Or they get the timeout. They get the timeout first.
Okay. Oh, wow. All right.
So timeout, Sharon to beat the jump ball. Full timeout taken by the Tigers with 6:21 to go first half. 29-13, Sharon leads. We'll be back with more after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
We wish you were dining with us. We wish you were dining with us. We wish you were dining with us. 'Cause the good stuff's right here.
Celebrate the holidays at Bay's Pub and Grill. Check out Bay's Christmas bar and holiday drink features. For a limited time, reservations are now accepted in the bar. Bay's Pub and Grill, 3176 East State Street next to FNB in Hermitage. Open Tuesday through Saturday at 11 a.m.
The second quarter is brought to you by the Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group for all of your roofing, siding, and exterior needs.
Don't forget, after tonight's game, on the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game and the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Game. Our video tonight here brought to you in part by Sharon American Legion Post 299. We appreciate their video, their sponsorship of a video all year long. 29-13, and the folks at Post 299 liking what they've seen from the local guys.
No question. Yeah, again. Briggsy, I was thinking about this. Is this the first time that we've had two coaches that we covered as players going against each other? We've covered a lot of guys that have gone from, we've watched them as players and then coaches. I don't know if we ever had one where they've gone against each other.
If you'd asked me at the start of the timeout, I could have thought about it. Baseline inbound, and it's grabbed underneath and put up and in. Checking in is John Norris, and an immediate contribution from John Norris, the junior.
He loves his depth. He talked about that a couple of times with me, how just guys come in off the bench and give them something.
31-13, 6:05 to go first half. John Norris getting that right-hand layup to go for Sharon. Shell, right side, three on the way, no good, and Heath Miller snags the rebound for Sharon. Tigers push ahead. Lampkins into the forecourt. Lampkins shovels it near side for Nixon. Nixon step back, left corner three. No good. The rebound underneath. Norris got a hand on it, gets both hands on it. Another opportunity for Sharon. Lampkins drives in, righty layup up and good for Jaffier Lampkins.
Yeah, Lampkins with that big-time first step. We saw that a little bit last year. We saw flashes of it. This year, he's really kind of becoming a superstar in his own right.
10-0 run for Sharon to start the second quarter. Tigers lead 33-13. Shell between the circles. Right side with it. It's Covert. Covert into the lane. Righty layup is good for Keith Covert. Covert was 6.
Yeah, nifty footwork there by Covert, getting in through that trap.
33-15. Lampkins into the lane, and a blocking foul will be called on Jacob Vandavander. Tried to take a charge, but
yeah,
he picks up the foul, his first, team second.
He almost got one. Yeah, Coach Pat likes what he's doing for him, the big sophomore. Good footwork and throwing him into the game of this pace. He's going to get his tested.
Baseline inbound, and a foul will be called on the shot. Lampkins tossed it inside for Kylene Smith. Smith whacked on the arm inside by Shell. That's Justin Shell's second. Team third, and Kylene Smith to shoot 2. Smith 7 of 14 at the line this year.
Yeah, that's a Coach Brown special, that inbounds play. You know it's coming. It's on the scouting report, but they still get you on it.
First one up and in for Kylene Smith. What a junior season he had in the secondary for the Sharon Tiger football team that, of course, won the district title and advanced to the state quarterfinals in Class 3A. Smith goes 1 for 2. That one off the rim, no good. And the rebound is secured by Greenville. Down court, Robertson finds Covert in the corner. Back to Robertson near wing. Skip left side for Jacosa Mitchell. Drives in on Lampkins to the baseline, gets cut off. Swings it over for Sam Campman, who checked in for the first time, 6'3" senior. Campman gets it to Shell, and Shell fouled on the drive. And the foul's going to go on John Norris. Norris with his first foul. It's the team's first here in the second quarter.
Yeah, another good drive by Shell, drawing another foul.
Mitchell inbound on the baseline up top for Shell. Finds Raleigh Robertson top of the key. Guarded by Iron Brody, the sophomore who checked in during the stoppage. Robertson shoots and scores the jumper over Brody. Yeah. 6-footer for Raleigh Robertson.
A nice individual move.
Robertson with his first points of the night. Back on the near side. Shot put up by Smith. No good. We have a jump ball on the rebound. And the arrow belongs to Greenville.
Yeah, Heath Miller in there battling, doing what he does. A couple of Greenville guys getting over, tying him up. So, yeah, Greenville again has kind of reached that, danger zone a couple of times, and then they found ways to claw back in. That's where they are again.
Covert in the right corner, looking for Campman, who fumbles it out of bounds. Perhaps took his eyes off it. And there's John Norris again, applying the pressure defensively.
Yeah, that's it. He's been so good. Yeah, here comes some more depth for this Sharon team.
Boyd in along with Michael Chapman. Chapman, 6'3" freshman. Norris exits, as does Miller. Campman out on the Greenville side. The Trojan 5, Robertson, Hedrick, Mitchell, Shell, and Covert. Greenville back to the 1-3-1. Left wing, it's Brody into the high post to Chapman. Lampkins driving in with the scoop right hand, no good. Rebound dug out by Mitchell for Greenville. And here come the Trojans after getting the defensive stop.
Yeah.
Left sideline, Hedrick will hand it off to Shell. Shell, top of the key to Raleigh Robertson. Hedrick down low onto the block to Mitchell, kicks it far quarter. Shell, 3 back of the rim, front of the rim, and it drops in for Shell. Second 3 of the night for Justin Shell, and here comes Greenville.
Yeah, they were down 19. Now they've cut it to 14 and have all the momentum.
34-20, 3:42 to go first half. Sharon on top, Chapman in the high post. Chapman, his pass out is off the mark. Thought it might have been deflected. It was not.
Yeah.
And Greenville regains possession.
I think he kind of lost possession of it, slipped out of his hand a little bit. And you can see this 1-3-1, it has some holes that Sharon has exploited, but all in all, it's done well for them.
On the near side, Robertson simply loses the handle, gets away from him, goes out of bounds, and back to Sharon. Of course, Sharon with a lot of young guys out there.
Yeah.
In the youth, when you're coming up, junior high, middle school, whatever,
right,
you don't see the 1-3-1.
No.
And when you do, it's usually not played this well.
No, that's for sure. Yeah, it's very traditional the way they play it, but they play with a lot of energy and a lot of length.
Lampkins on the left wing dribbled through the legs and lost the handle. Hedrick with it. Hedrick bounce pass ahead to Covert. He'll drive in. Righty layup is good for Keith Covert. 8 for Keith Covert. The lead has been cut to 12 at 34-22.
How about that pass? How about the pass from Brecken Hedrick? Wow.
Little Magic Johnson look there.
It really was.
The extended bounce pass. That was pretty.
Yep.
Chapman at the right elbow. 15-footer up. Rattles out. No good. Rebound Boyd. Boyd pumps, puts it up. No, but a foul. Cedric Boyd will go back to the line with 2:53 to go in the half.
That's one of the weaknesses of the 1-3-1 is you don't have real good box out, screen out responsibilities on the defensive glass, and nobody boxing out Boyd there, and he makes them pay.
Boyd short on that one. He'll get another one. The foul was on Mitchell, his first, team fourth. Sharon in the bonus for the final 2:53 of the second quarter. Boyd line to the left. That one is good. Cedric Boyd with 15, and the lead back to 13 at 35-22. Mitchell tries to save it far side. He throws it right to Boyd. Boyd goes up for the dunk, missed it, and the rebound is grabbed by Raleigh Robertson. Here comes Greenville back the other way with 2:37 to go in the half. Near wing for Hedrick, whips it down low for Kubert, and Kubert fouled on the shot attempt. Had the nice basket cut. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, basket cut from there. They're denying him so hard out on the wing, and they went the basket cut, and another great pass for by Hedrick in there to Keith Covert.
Fouls on Kyliem Smith, his first, team second. Keith Covert, 8 points tonight. 28 of 47 at the line this year. And the first one rattles out, no good. Remains 35-22.
You just get the sense like Greenville's just going to kind of keep going on runs and hanging in there.
Second one is good. 9 tonight for Keith Covert. 35-23. With 2.5 minutes to go first half, Kyliem Smith catches on the left wing, drives to the hoop, and is called for the travel. So a chance for Greenville to cut it to 10 or maybe even single digits.
Yep, like that. Yeah, that was Smith's got a great first step, but he gets called for that occasionally, where he just kind of does that double tiptoe. They always get called for the travel.
Lampkin's back in for Sharon. Hedrick on the near corner with it. Hedrick whips it left side for Robertson. Raleigh Robertson, the right-hand dribble. Pulls up left of lane. Jumper good for Raleigh Robertson. Robertson with 4. He's starting to heat up.
Yeah, how about that? 10-point ball game here.
35-25 after it was a 33-13 game, a 12-2 run by Greenville. Near corner, Nixon with it. Nixon moves it up top to Lampkins. Lampkins doubled, spins through it. Lampkins into the lane, works it back near corner. 3, up, long, there for the follow. Kyliem Smith up and good.
Yeah. Smith doing a great job just kind of finding a spot, creating a space there for that offensive rebound, and then going up strong and scoring.
37-25, Robertson foul line jumper short, no good. And the rebound collected by Boyd. Outlet down court to a streaking Smith. Smith into the lane, finger roll doesn't go. Mitchell the rebound for Greenville. Ahead to Robertson, 3-on-3. Cross court to Hedrick, catch, shoot, 3, off the mark, doesn't go. Boyd the rebound, outlet, threw it away, threw it to Hedrick. Hedrick into the lane, off balance, leaner with the left hand, missed badly. Rebound Lampkins.
If we had an 8-second shot clock in this game, I don't think there would have been a violation yet.
You are correct, Chris. 56 seconds to go in the half.
There we go. There's an 8-second possession.
Right wing with it, Kyliem Smith. Smith with a jab step. Moves it back up top, reversal on the left side. Behind the back dribble, Nixon lost the handle. Grabbed by a streaking Shell. Shell into the front court. Shell goes all the way. Lip, good and a foul. Wow. Justin Shell, his first 2-pointer of the night. He's cut the lead to 10 with 38 seconds to go first half.
Yeah, just kind of a loose ball, and two Sharon guys kind of looking at each other to go get it. Shell just knifing through there. Grabbing the loose ball, taking 2 dribbles to get from half court to the rim. And then the foul from the backside ends up, he gets a basket and a chance for a 3-point play.
Shell hits it, he's 5 for 5 at the line, and just like that, the lead is down to 9 at 37-28 as we are in the final half minute of the first half. Nixon with it, playing catch with Lampkins. Greenville does not have a foul to give, by the way. Nixon top of the key, lob left corner for Gavin. Gavin back to Nixon on the near side. Down low, Boyd is open, lost the handle, Grabbed by Robertson. Here comes Greenville. 10 seconds to go in the half. Hedrick cut off by Boyd. Boyd the steal. 8 seconds. Boyd for the trailer down low. Gavin, he'll put it up and miss the layup. Rebound Mitchell. And that is the end of the first half. The Sharon Tigers led by as many as 20. The lead down to 9 here at the half, however. 37-28, Chris.
Wow, yeah. Again, Sharon looking so impressive in their press there in that first quarter. Built up that 20-point lead, and you thought, Greenville, they can't play at this pace, but then all of a sudden, Greenville able to answer the bell. They continue to play at that pace, make some shots, force some turnovers of their own, and here we are. Game on.
37-28 at the half. We'll come back with the first half recap on Sports Radio 96.7.
Mancino's Driving School is your go-to destination for top-notch driving education. Whether you're a teen or an adult, Mancino's experienced instructors ensure you're equipped with essential skills and safety tips. Offering flexible schedules and personalized lessons, Mancino's Driving School make learning to drive convenient and effective. Visit our website at mancinosdrivingschool.com to enroll today and begin your journey toward becoming a safe, independent driver.
When you're a grower, you know what it takes to thrive in the field. My bank understands and respects that. When you've got a financial partner working alongside you, it makes the days a little easier and the numbers all add up. My bank is experienced when it comes to agriculture. My family's been doing business with them for a long time. I'm independent, and so is my bank.
Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
I just bought a used car.
As did I.
Mine has a slight dent in the driver's side door and a few other minor scratches, but hey, considering the deal I got, I can live with a few imperfections.
Well, I got the great price without the imperfections.
Whoa, there's no way that's used.
DK Auto LLC is a veteran-owned and operated used car dealership in Grove City. And with DK Auto's attention to detail, were it not for the title, you'd swear you're driving new. See the amazing selections at DKAutoLLCPA.com.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
The Halftime Show is brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel, serving giant subs to the Shenango Valley since 1973.
Welcome back to Sharon Tiger Gymnasium. 37-28, Sharon the halftime lead. Ryan Briggs, Chris Burtch with you. Lee Gross on camera tonight. Art Shannon back in the studio producing our game. Chris, a lot to unpack in that first half.
No question about it. Obviously the just amazing play by Jeremiah Nixon and Cedric Boyd for Sharon. The way that Greenville played in the second part of the second quarter kind of overshadowed that a little bit, though, because they got themselves back in this game. But still, those two for Sharon, we saw their averages coming in, but they are both certainly, if not already superstars in the area, they are budding superstars. And just again, you and I talk a lot about the eye test. Can't say enough about Cedric Boyd, just his effort and his ability to find himself in the right spot on offense and get easy shots from being in the right spot and hustling, moving without the ball.
Boyd with a game-high 15 points for Sharon. Jeremiah Nixon with 9, all in the first quarter. On the Greenville side, Trojans were down 33-13, a 15-4 run to close the half. This Greenville team showing a lot of moxie.
And again, that's kind of what Coach Batt was talking about with me before the game, how they're just kind of unflappable. They don't, you looked at it, usually when a team that's been having success is down 20 in the first quarter, they're like kind of, pointing at each other, sort of like not getting along, whatever. Greenville, they just keep playing. Their facial expressions never change. They just kind of stay after it. And the comeback that they made in the second quarter was a perfect reflection of what Coach Batt was talking about in the pregame with us.
Justin Schell leading the way with 13 points, and Keith Covert with 9. Raleigh Robertson a pair of field goals late in the half. He has 4. 37-28 is our halftime score. We'll come back and update you on some scores from around the area on a very limited Friday night schedule on Sports Radio 96.7.
Why is your auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union? Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word auto to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
In 1973, Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. They still serve 42-hole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also offers burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is a full-service deli with party rings and meat and cheese trays available. Located in Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville, they are open Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 7 and Saturday from 9 to 3, closed on Sundays and Mondays.
Imagine a bathroom that's not just a room, but a sanctuary. At Warner's Homes and Improvements, they believe in taking the time to get it right. That's why they are proud to introduce their bathroom installation service, where done in a day is a thing of the past. Experience the difference of a bathroom designed for you, not the clock. Visit Warner's Homes and Improvements on Route 19 in Mercer or at warnerconstruction.com. Warner's Homes and Improvements, where your bathroom is our masterpiece. Don't rush perfection.
The 21st Century Energy Group is the leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. For over 50 years, they have provided quality heating oils, propane, heat, gasoline, diesel, and lubricants to western Pennsylvania and eastern Ohio, with 7 locations including Newcastle, Grove City, Conneaut Lake, and Erie. The 21st Century Energy Group is your locally owned neighborhood fuel provider. Call them today for your home heating or commercial fuel needs at 1-800-922-5454. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook or visit them at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com.
The Halftime Show is brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel, serving giant subs to the Shenango Valley since 1973.
37-28, Sharon leading Greenville at the half. The winner of this will play Mohawk in the title game tomorrow night at 7:30. Mohawk winning the lid lifter tonight over Altoona, 74-62. Bobby Fadden leading Mohawk with 34 points. I'm Ryan Briggs along with Chris Burtch. Chris, any other updates for us tonight?
The Commodore Perry Reynolds game. Commodore Perry continuing to be impressive on the boys' side.
That's girls.
Oh, that's girls.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, well, no wonder then, because we know Commodore Perry's girls are impressive.
Under second-year taskmaster Skip Clary.
Yeah, they won 52-37 over Reynolds. So yeah, good win by the Panther girls.
Of course, a full slate of sports action here on Sports Radio 96.7 this weekend. Tomorrow starts at 9 a.m. with Coach's Corner, George Abraham and Albert Campman. They'll be on from 9 until 11. And then at 11 a.m. tomorrow, it'll be Pitt and East Carolina in the Military Bowl, brought to you by GoBowling.com, live from Annapolis.
Yeah.
And then we have NFL football tomorrow afternoon and evening. Texans and Chargers at 4:30. And then the nightcap, Packers hosting the Ravens.
Yeah.
We have Sunday night football, Bears and 49ers as well. Lots of great sports action here on Sports Radio 96.7, all starting tonight.
Yeah,
and we'll have great third quarter action when we come back after this 1-minute timeout. Sharon leading by 9. Tigers will have the ball to start the second half on Sports Radio 96.7.
When seconds count, it's good to know that Sharon Regional Health System offers comprehensive heart care right in your backyard. As an approved PCI program, we offer round-the-clock STEMI and heart attack care, and our skilled cardiology team is on standby to offer the highest level of care available in the region. The best part is you can remain close to home when you need it most. Learn more about advanced cardiac care at SharonRegionalHealthSystem.org. Sharon Regional Health System, continuing the legacy of healthcare in our community.
gosh, honey, what's got you all chef-tastic?
You know, it's our kitchen remodel. It's got me all inspired.
Oh, are you inspired enough to make dessert?
As a matter of fact.
Is it chocolate? Oh, it's chocolate. I love you.
Get inspiration all your own with a brand new kitchen from Warner's Homes and Improvements. We create new kitchens that dreams are made of. We buy direct from the manufacturers using top quality materials with no shortcuts. The latest in style and functionality for a fair price. Call Warner's today and get inspired. Warner's Homes and Improvements on Route 19 in Mercer or online at warnersconstruction.com.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
Welcome back to Sharon, along with Chris Burtch. Ryan Briggs with you tonight. Chris, a couple of second-half keys for each team.
Well, I mean, I think certainly, Sharon needs to kind of get back to what they were doing early on, and that was exploiting that 1-3-1 kind of on the weak side, the opposite side, as they tried to beat it off the dribble, and that ended up forcing a lot of turnovers. Greenville was able to get some runouts. And, Greenville, again, as weird as this sounds, they just continue to need to attack and, play the way that they play. And, I think if they continue to do that, they're going to find themselves right back in this game. Have to find a way to, kind of deal better with Cedric Boyd, too.
Sharon will have the ball moving left to right in the second half. Tigers at home in the white jerseys. Orange numbers and letters outlined in black. Orange and black trim. Greenville in the blue with gold numbers and letters outlined in white trim for Greenville. On the road tonight. Winner gets Mohawk tomorrow night. Loser plays Altoona in the 6 p.m. consolation game tomorrow. Near corner, 3, Colleen Smith, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Hedrick. Outlet down court for the streaking Covert in the lane. Blocked out of bounds by Colleen Smith to prevent an easy layup.
Yeah, great run out there by Greenville after the turnover and blocking Covert shot.
Baseline inbound comes up top to Shell. Shell to the foul line, finds Brecken Hedrick. Tossed near corner for Mitchell. Mitchell baseline drive around Smith and knocked away by Kyleem Smith. It will stay Greenville ball on the baseline. 20 seconds gone by in the third quarter. It's been an up and down game tonight.
Yeah.
Sharon led by as many as 20 in the first half. Right now a 9-point margin. Shell top of the key into the lane, spins right side. 3, Covert long, no good. Smith yanks down the rebound for Sharon.
Yeah, good half-court defense by Sharon.
Here come the Tigers. Jaffier Lampkins, top of the key. Lampkins drive and kick, lost the handle, and it's grabbed by Shell. Down court to Hedrick. Hedrick whips it left side for Mitchell. Mitchell shoves it back to Shell in the corner. 3, Shell got it. Justin Shell has cut it to 6, 37-31.
Shell is playing great. I mean, he's really kind of been the key to this comeback starting in the middle of the second quarter.
3 threes and a three-point play for him. Boyd in the lane, up with the right hand, high off the glass and good. Cedric Boyd, nice touch inside.
Really great first step. Nice job using the glass.
39-31, 6:48 to go. Third quarter. Mitchell in the lane, 10-footer goes 8 feet. Rebound Boyd for Sharon. Outlet down court. Nixon behind the defense. Nixon into the lane. Layup is up and good. Nixon in double figures with 11. The lead back to double figures. It's 41-31.
Yeah, that's he tried to that runner down here for Greenville, and you can't shoot a runner from that far away.
Hedrick, far corner, down low for the cutting Covert. Glass rim, no good. Miller might have gotten a piece of it. Smith the rebound. Kaleem Smith into the forecourt. Smith to the foul line. Pull-up jumper, rattles out, no good. Lampkins trying to save the rebound. He does. Threw it out of bounds. Off of Mitchell, it stays Sharon ball.
Yeah, Smith, nobody picking up the ball there, and shoots the foul line jumper. Did not go, but Greenville knocking it out of bounds, and Sharon will get to run an out-of-bounds play. They are very adept at this.
Nixon to inbound. Gives to Boyd, back to Nixon. Nixon left wing. To Boyd posting up on Shell. Boyd spins right, dumps it across the lane, deflected away. Mitchell the steal for Greenville. Mitchell is then fouled as Smith stumbled into him from the backside. Kaleem Smith with his second foul. First foul on either team in the third quarter.
Yeah, they didn't want to call that foul, but when he kind of got the feet tangled up, and that's when they kind of had to call that one. So yeah, Greenville, you just got to, again, just kind of be impressed with how much grit and toughness they have shown hanging in this game.
Mitchell to inbound. Gavin back in for Sharon as Smith checked out. Raleigh Robertson hands it off to Couvert. Give it up top for Mitchell. Now Brecken Hedrick, high post. He'll pull it back on the right side. Skip left wing to Couvert. Shell near corner. Guarded by Lampkins. Behind the back dribble. Shell into the lane up on the right hand. Blocked by Lampkins. It goes out of bounds, and it will stay Greenville ball. Nice move, but nice defense as well.
Good defense, good recovery there. But what Greenville's discovered is they can beat them with the dribble much more than they can beat them with the pass.
Mitchell baseline inbound near corner to Couvert. Up top to Hedrick. Back to Robertson in the right corner. 10-point game. 5:35 to go third quarter. Couvert finds Mitchell right corner. Guarded by Heath Miller. Back out to Raleigh Robertson. 41-31 Sharon. Greenville was within 6 moments ago, but lead back to 10 at 41-31. Left corner, Hedrick with it. Drives the baseline, far corner to Robertson. 3, Robertson off the rim, no good. And Heath Miller with a defensive rebound for Sharon. Tigers push ahead, Lampkins. Lob down low, Nixon behind the defense. Layup, he missed it. Boyd the follow, good, and a foul.
Wow. There's Boyd again, being in the right place and hustling, as it looked like Nixon was going to have a wide open layup off of that great pass there from Lampkins. But the ball does not go for Nixon, but Boyd never stops playing, never stops anticipating where it's going to come off the rim. Goes up, gets it, makes the shot, gets fouled, and now a chance for a three-point play.
Boyd with 19. He is 1 of 3 at the line tonight. And that one pops out no good. Shell the rebound. 6-0 run by Sharon. The lead 43-31. 5 minutes to go third quarter. Boyd, the game's high scorer with 19. Mitchell right corner doubled and a foul as he stepped between Miller and Lampkins. And we'll see who got him. Referee Ty Barzak says it's on Joffier Lampkins. Lampkins second. Team second. The officials are Ty Barzak, Mike Bockert. They're the umpires. Jim Hart is the referee. Mitchell on the baseline. Up top to Shell, and he's fouled by Nixon. Going up. Somewhat undercut him inadvertently, but
yeah,
that was just kind of physics there, and Nixon giving up a few inches to Shell. Nixon picks up the foul, his second, team third.
Yeah. And you could see Sharon a little bit frustrated that, kind of what had been easy for them for a quarter and a half is no longer easy.
Far sideline, Mitchell inbounds it to Shell. Down the lane off the backboard, no good. And the rebound loose. Shell took it away. Shell fumbled it, got it back, puts it up and in. Justin Shell with 18.
Shell is just playing so hard. I mean, that's really kind of what it's all come down to for him here in this game.
43-33, the entry from the near corner by Nixon, kicked out of bounds. John Norris back in for Sharon. Miller out. Vander returns for Greenville, replacing Hedrick at 4:35 of the third quarter. Inbound to Boyd. Boyd drives the baseline around Vander. Layup is good for Cedric Boyd. 21 for the big guy.
Tough to guard him one-on-one. In man there.
45-33. 4:21 to go, third period. Raleigh Robertson pestered by Gavin, and Gavin's going to be called for the hand check. Santino Gavin's first. It's a team's fourth, however, Greenville's in the bonus for the remaining 4:18 of the third quarter.
Yeah. Man, just a good job by Robertson, right? He kind of, all right, so he's going to really try to get up in my grill, so he just kind of initiated the contact, and the officials are usually going to call that on the defender.
Shell with it in front of the Greenville bench, dribbling back towards midcourt, hands it off to Raleigh Robertson. Guarded by Gavin in the forecourt. Robertson left-hand dribble. Near corner for Mitchell. Mitchell now guarded by Gavin. Gavin nearly came up with a steal. Zip it up top now for Shell. Shell against Norris. Shell into the lane, back near corner. Mitchell, 3, good. Jacosa Mitchell hits the 3 ball.
Yeah, great pass by Shell. Got in the paint, drew the defender, kicked corner, and big-time 3.
First points of the night for Mitchell, 45-36, lead back to 9. Nixon, 3, corner good, or from the wing, excuse me. He answers the lead back to 12. Nixon's second 3 of the night, 14 for the sophomore.
That same thing going the other way. Lampkins with the penetration, drew the defender, kicked it to the wing. Nixon knocking it down.
48-36, 3:20 to go, third quarter. Mitchell will hand it off to Shell, and he can't handle it, goes out of bounds off his leg, and it will be Sharon ball right in front of our broadcast spot. Good job. Way to field your position,
I got that.
Chris.
Yeah, fielded my position, got a quarter in the book there.
Well, it was to your dominant hand being a lefty, too.
Yeah,
that's why you sit on that side.
That's right. Yeah, that was good positioning by you. You know how to put your guys in the right spots.
Well, that's coaching, right? Greenville back to the 1-3-1. Gavin left wing with it. Gavin through a double team, lost it, got it back onto the baseline to Boyd. Back far corner to Nixon. Nixon with a jab step. Guarded out there by Robertson. Backside lob for Boyd down low. Lefty layup is good. Cedric Boyd with 23.
Playing with a guy like Boyd for a guard like Nixon is so fun because he's going to make you look good when you throw a good pass.
Season high in points for Cedric Boyd, who came in averaging 12.5 per game. Ball knocked away at midcourt. The scramble, Robertson goes down as Boyd crashed into him. Robertson landed awkwardly he landed awkwardly and actually was kind of clipped on the left ankle by Boyd, who picks up his first foul.
It's either his foot or his ankle, yeah.
It kind of bent in a way that was not not intended. It was his left foot. He's going to hobble to the free throw line, and he'll shoot the free throws.
Yeah, Robertson, tough kid. He's really important. You kind of look at the way Greenville plays.
Line to the left, first one is up and in. The left ankle might be shaky, but the right arm is 100%.
Yeah. Like he's not really the point guard. Greenville kind of plays that point guardless offensive action, but he's the guy that everybody kind of takes a deep breath when the ball ends up back in his hands.
Second one no good. The rebound, Covert took it away and then dribbled it and went off his foot out of bounds as Smith and Boyd were both in the neighborhood. And we're going to have a timeout taken by Greenville. 2 minutes, 33 seconds to go in the third quarter. A 30-second break. We'll be back with more from Sharon Tiger Gymnasium after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Auto loan not at Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Seriously, why isn't it? If you financed your vehicle at the dealership, you're probably paying way more than you need. Refinance today and receive up to $100 from us. Lower your rate, shrink your payment, and smile more every month. It's fast and simple. For more details, go to gcafcu.org or text the word auto to 724-458-7520. The Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Members of NCUA and Equal Opportunity Lender.
The third quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, making dreams come true since 1958.
Greenville 2 timeouts left, Sharon 3. 2:33 to go third quarter. It's 50-37. Sharon on top along with Chris Burtch. Ryan Briggs with you tonight. Art Shannon back in the studio producing our game. Lee Gross on camera on Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live. Brought to you in part by American Legion Post 299. Here in Sharon. Covered up top in the 1-3-1, and Lampkins, I think, was looking for Nixon, who wasn't ready for it, and the pass goes out of bounds.
Nixon was ready for it. It was just 17 feet above his head. You could see the two of them looking at each other.
He caught a flyer, as they say.
Yeah.
Shell will bring it ahead this time. Guarded court length by Kylene Smith, and now extended 1-3-1 from Sharon for the first time tonight.
How about that?
Hedrick works it down low, looking for Vander, and then it's intercepted, a steal on the backside by Jaffier Lampkins. He gets fouled as well. Foul goes on Jacob Vander, his team second in the third quarter.
Yeah, Lampkins made that drop that I'm always talking about in the 1-3-1 with the weak side wing, and he made the drop and got the steal.
Lampkins now top of the key against the Greenville 1-3-1. Nixon, corner three off the backboard, doesn't go. Rebound, Covert with it on a run out. One-on-one against Gavin. Covert into the lane, lost the handle. And it's grabbed out of there by Lampkins. Ahead to Boyd. Boyd whips it left side. Nixon in the lane. Reverse layup. High off the glass and good for Jeremiah Nixon. Nixon was 16.
Yeah, Nixon just an absolute jet of a first step there. And that was on display there as he caught that ball out ahead of the defense.
52-37. A minute 30 to go. Third quarter. Left wing, Mitchell. 3. That one's short. No good. And Lampkins flies in for another defensive rebound. Jaffier Lampkins into the forecourt, right side. 3, Smith, catch, shoot, make. Kylene Smith's first points of the second half, and the lead is out to 18. It is a 10-1 run by Sharon.
Yeah, Smith so smooth. Great pass by Lampkins. Smith knocking it down.
Left corner, Hedrick with it. Hedrick across the floor, looking for Covert, right corner out of bounds, and Sharon with the ball, leading by 18. 1 minute to go, third period.
Yeah, you see a little bit for the first time of fatigue starting to set in on Greenville. as that was a fatigue turnover right there.
And of course, the big floor here at Sharon, 94 by 50.
Yep.
Nixon, right corner for Smith. Another three, that one's short. And rebound grabbed by Hedrick. Hedrick ahead to Shell. Shell pulls up, left side, three on the way. It's a two, had a foot on the line. Either way, Justin Shell hits the long two in transition.
Shell, it seems like Shell makes a basket every time you think Sharon is going to blow the game open.
Shell now with 20. 36 seconds to go, third quarter. Lampkins, right of lane, 15-footer, nothing but net. Jaffier Lampkins, a field goal in each quarter. He has 6.
Yeah, Lampkins has done some facilitating tonight from the guard spot. Nice to see somebody give him a nice pass for a basket.
Sharon the 1-3-1 half-court trap. Covert right corner. Back to Mitchell on the right wing. Mitchell to the foul line. Jumper good. Jacosa Mitchell with 5 in the third quarter.
Yeah, nice kind of splitting the gap there with that good first step and knocking that shot down.
Back-to-back mid-range jumpers, Chris.
Yeah, I love it.
Lampkins in the lane with the right hand. Good and a foul. Lampkins in short range that time. He has a three-point opportunity. The foul goes on Vander, his third, team third. Lampkins makes it 59-41 with 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Yeah. Jaffier Lampkins, 63% at the line this year. 22 of 35, leads the team in makes and attempts.
Yeah, boy, does anybody cover more ground with their dribbles than Sharon? Like, you can tell they work on it and they're good at it, but yeah, Lampkins covered about probably 25 feet with that one dribble. Made the layup, got fouled.
Free throw is good. 3 seconds, 2. Shell from 65 feet. It hits the volleyball net. And that is the end of the third quarter. The Sharon Tigers, a strong finish to the third quarter. A 15-5 spurt. It is 60-41. Sharon on top. Chris and I will come back with the fourth quarter after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Now Shell Roofing, siding, windows, gutters, and decks, all with the quality you trust. Same team, new name, full exterior services. Shell Roofing and Exteriors is committed to quality service and trusted by Western Pennsylvania residents for 14 years. For quality craftsmanship and experience, contact Shell Roofing and Exteriors. Find Shell Roofing and Exteriors on Facebook or visit them at shellbuilt.com.
Your hip, your knee, your shoulder, whatever has been holding you back, UPMC Orthopedic Care is where you'll find experts to help you get back to a better quality of life. UPMC is pioneering minimally invasive surgeries, and we offer personalized treatment plans and same-day surgery to get you home and moving sooner. It's your ankle, your elbow, your hand, and it's your move. Visit upmc.com/ortho to learn how UPMC can help.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer.
Don't forget, after the game, we will have the Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game and the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Game. That'll be coming up at the end of this one. We get ready to start the fourth quarter. Greenville will have the ball, moving right to left. Trojans facing a 19-point deficit, 60-41, along with Chris Burtch. Ryan Briggs with you tonight here at Sharon Tiger Gymnasium. Mitchell, Shell, Covert, Vander, and Hedrick, the Greenville 5. Smith, Nixon, Gavin, Boyd, and Lampkins out there for Sharon. Catch made on the baseline by Covert, and he walked with the basketball, and Sharon forces a turnover to start the fourth quarter.
Checking kind of Robertson out. Okay, he's coming back in. Still in some pain. Oh, no, he's just kind of walking it off. So, yeah, we haven't seen him come back, and they need him out there.
Pass to Lampkins, kicked away by Covert up top, and it will remain Sharon ball. Tigers are in the home whites. Orange numbers and letters outlined in black, orange and black trim. Greenville, the blue jerseys, Interstate Highway sign blue. Gold numbers and letters outlined in white, white trim for the Trojans. Nixon left wing and pass out of bounds. Smith had it go off his hands and out of bounds, and Greenville gets it back with 7:40 to go in the fourth.
Yeah, a little bit, maybe like 1970s UCLA, the Greenville uniforms, a little bit.
Well, the shorts are certainly inching up that way. Shell wearing 32, not quite as tall as Bill Walton.
No.
Left corner, Hedrick 3, no good. And the rebound grabbed by Kaleem Smith. Give it off to Jaffier Lampkins for Sharon, between the legs with the dribble. Left side back to Nixon. Nixon 3 long, and Vandevander looking like Bill Walton with the defensive rebound. Maybe we're like Bryant Reeves wearing number 50.
Big country.
Right side, 3 on the way, put up by Shell. That is long, and Cedric Boyd, who fits well in any era with the rebound.
Yeah.
Lampkins left side to Nixon. Nixon to the block, up on the left hand, high off the glass and good. Jeremiah Nixon gives Sharon its largest lead of the night.
His skills are ridiculous. That's all skill work right there.
62-41. Couvert on the baseline, sticks the jumper. Couvert's first points in the second half. He has 11.
Yeah. He's been frustrated. You know, again, Sharon doing a good job on him, finally able to get loose there. Nice little baseline jumper.
62-43. 6:34 to go, fourth quarter. Jafir Lampkins, top of the key with the ball fake. Into the paint, works it down low for Boyd. Layup is good for Cedric Boyd. Cedric Boyd with 25 points tonight.
That's a highlight film play right there. Lampkin splits the trap. Beautiful jump stop. No look past to Boyd, who lays it in.
Shell with it. Shell down the lane. Shell up, and a foul will be called. We will have free throws upcoming for Greenville, and the foul is going to go on Kylene Smith. That's his third. Team first. Smith, the only player in the game, or the only Sharon player with 3 fouls. Vandevander 3 on the Greenville side. And Justin Shell, 5 of 5 at the line tonight.
He's played so great tonight. I jinxed him.
As the first free throw misses everything. He has 20 points tonight. Vandevander out. Campman back in for Greenville. That's one of the few dings on Shell's resume tonight.
Yeah.
Second one is up, and that one on the money. So give him 21 tonight. Shell is season high, 15 on 3 different occasions coming in, but he has surpassed that tonight.
Yeah. Greenville into their man here. First time in a while.
64-44, 6 minutes to go. Heath Miller, who's back in up top to Nixon. Reverse it back to Miller, left side. Miller into the lane, up on the right hand, around the rim and in for Heath Miller. Miller's first point since early on.
Yeah, he's played really hard, done a lot of great things for this team. Finally gets kind of breaks through and gets a basket here. He got a basket early, but I love the way Heath Miller plays.
Reminds me of some of your Slippery Rock guys.
Yes, yeah, great analogy. Yes.
Shell down the lane, runner glass rim, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Nixon. It will stay Greenville ball. Heath Miller, guy, he does a lot of things that won't show up necessarily in the Saturday morning box score.
Correct, yep. Plays defense, dives on the floor, gets rebounds, makes nice passes, always in the right spot.
Mitchell on the baseline, near corner for Hedrick. 3 from Hedrick, good. Brecken Hedrick. First 3 of the night. First point since early on. The lefty knocks down his 9th 3 of the season. 66-47, now Greenville back into the zone. Left corner, Miller with it. Miller pivots and moves it back out. Against the 1-3-1. Miller on the left block, up the right hand and good. Heath Miller flashed open, 6 for Miller.
Yeah, really good ball movement against that 1-3-1 that time for Sharon.
68-47. Near side, Mitchell with it. Mitchell, we're going to have, is it a foul? What do we have? It's in the corner. We are obscured.
Yeah.
It's going to stay Greenville ball, stay out of bounds.
Yeah, the Sharon player who got the steal stepped on the sideline.
Okay. So it remains Tiger basketball. That was Carter Fertig, the freshman. He's getting his first taste of action.
Yeah, I mean, a nice pass down on the other end.
Left side, Mitchell, 3 on the way, short, no good, and Fertig with the rebound. Fertig dribbling through traffic, lost the handle, was knocked away by Mitchell, and grabbed by Campman. Here comes Greenville, moving right to left. Down the lane, Shell to Couvert, glass and good. Keith Couvert converts that pass into 2 points.
Yeah, nice little, again, drive into the paint, draw the defender, nice dish. Couvert finishing.
68-49, 4:13 to go. A baker's dozen tonight for Keith Couvert, who came in averaging 23 a game. He scored 20 plus in 5 straight. Get it far side along the baseline to Boyd, and it goes out of bounds, and now the officials get together, and it will stay Sharon ball. Last touched by Greenville.
Yeah, Couvert working like crazy there on Boyd, able to knock that out of bounds, fight around the pin up, just like you do in the drill. That's why you do those drills every day.
Nixon left wing out to Fertig. Far block and a foul. Miller posting up inside, and Sam Campman will be tagged with his first foul of the night. His first, And that is the team's first here in the fourth quarter. Each team with one foul in this final period. 4:02 to go. 68-49, Sharon in the lead. Nixon receives the baseline inbound. Three good. A turnaround three for Jeremiah Nixon. He has 21.
His follow-through is pretty. His follow-through on his shot is exactly what you teach young players.
71-49, 3:47 to go. Breckenhedrick with it down the lane. No-look pass to Campman. Blocked by Miller. Rebound Fertig. Fertig over the timeline with it. Fertig near wing to Lampkins. Jaffier Lampkins whips it down low to Miller. Layup good and a foul. It's Miller time at Tiger Gymnasium.
Another great assist by Jaffier Lampkins. He just got into the paint, drew the defender. No-look pass to Heath Miller, who was streaking in from the wing. Miller going up strong, drawing the contact, making the layup. That was pretty basketball right there, Ryan Briggs.
Boyd checks out, as does Jaffier Lampkins. John Norris back in along with Brody for Sharon. And Heath Miller, 6 points in the quarter, 8 for the game. He is 3 of 8 at the line this year. Make it 4 of 9. And it is 74-49 Sharon with 3:30 to go in the ball game. A steal by Nixon in the backcourt. Nixon over the timeline. Nixon right of the lane. Leaves on the baseline. Jumper. Norris from 15 doesn't go. Shell weak side rebound for Sharon. Shell dribbling through traffic. Leaves it to Breckenhedrick. Pulls up 3. Good for Breckenhedrick. He's heating up here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and again, I love the way this Greenville team plays. You don't know if they're up 20, down 20. They just keep on playing.
3 minutes to go. It's 74-52. Michael Chapman, who had a cup of coffee in the first half, he's back at the table for Sharon. Fertig down low to Miller. Miller pumps again up with the right hand. Good and a foul. Heath Miller in double figures.
Yeah, how about that? Reminding you a little bit, doesn't he, the way he's playing right now, of a really good player for Coach Brown a couple of years ago, Picciarelli?
Yes.
Yeah, he's kind of playing like that right now.
That is an excellent comparison. Foul on Couvert, his first. Team third. Miller, line to the right, and no good. Rebound grabbed by Greenville. Was Campman coming up with it. 76-52, 2:45 to go. Bryce Bodine in for the first time tonight for Sharon. His mom and dad are listening and watching. They are in Annapolis, Maryland. Big sister Kaylin's in the Pitt Panther band.
Nice.
So they are at the, and Bodine gets the rebound on the missed 3 by Hedrick.
Yeah.
They're, of course, in Annapolis for the Military Bowl, brought to you by GoBowling.com, which you can hear tomorrow, 11 a.m. on Sports Radio 96.7. Top of the key, Miller with it. Miller into the lane, 10-footer, up and good. Heath Miller having himself a huge fourth quarter, 78-52. Timeout taken by Sharon. We'll take a break as well. Sharon Tigers, they'll be on their way to tomorrow night's championship game. Back after this 30-second timeout on Sports Radio 96.7.
Mine has a slight dent in the driver's side door and a few other minor scratches, but hey, considering the deal I got, I can live with a few imperfections.
Well, I got the great price without the imperfections.
Whoa, there's no way that's used.
DK Auto LLC is a veteran-owned and operated used car dealership in Grove City. And with DK Auto's attention to detail, were it not for the title, you'd swear you're driving new. See the amazing selections at DKAutoLLCPA.com.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Shell Restoration, the area's #1 roofing, siding, windows, and gutter installer.
Greenville ball coming out of the timeout. Trojans have gone deeper to the bench. Miles Lyon in, along with Tristan Vargas, a 6'7 sophomore, in for the first time. He's working on Chapman in the high post. Gives it off to Landon Porter. Porter in the lane. Jumper good for Landon Porter. Porter, the freshman, into the scoring column.
This is pretty much probably like what the JV game would be, right?
And they will play the JV game tomorrow at 4:30 between these schools.
Little preview. Yeah, some kind of impressive looking athletic guys out there right now for both teams having all their backups in.
Miles Lyon running the point for Greenville. He's out there along with Ty Strasser, Mason Richards. We mentioned Vargas. The ball knocked away up top as Michael Chapman, the steal for Sharon. With 1:30 to go, 78-54. Brody will set up the offense. Near side to John Norris. Norris top of the key to Chapman, working on Vargas. Chapman left the lane, drives in, and He is fouled by Tristan Vargas. And Chapman will shoot 2 with 1:19 to go in this one.
You can tell they really work that offense where they come up in kind of in drill form. And they all pop up to the top of the key, ball fake, and then head the opposite direction of where they came from. And that's all Chapman did right there, looking very impressive.
Fertig out. Gianni Norris back in for Sharon with 1:19 to go. Chapman long on the first free throw. Line to the right. Second one long as well. The rebound grabbed by Bodine. Out to Brody. Back to Bodine in the corner. Bryce Bodine, 3 long, no good. Chapman weak side board. Chapman in on Vargas. Works it into the lane. Shot put up by Brody and good. Iron Brody, a short jumper. His first points of the night.
Yeah, he's working hard there. So good to see that.
80-54, 55 seconds to go. And Miles Lyons called for the travel as he gets inside the arc. It will be Sharon ball. Tigers are going to be 6-2. Greenville will be 5-3, but a lot to like from this
Lots to like.
team.
I was just going to say the final score of this game is going to kind of, you look at the box score tomorrow, you think, kind of a blowout, but no, this is a lot of good things for this Greenville team.
Johnny Norris near side, back to Brody. Top of the key to Chapman. Working against Vargas, and back to Brody with 38 seconds to go. Left side driving in, layup is good as John Norris flashed into the paint. Norris with 4.
Yeah, great. Again, ball fake off of the 2-foot jump hop on the catch, get to the rim.
20 seconds to go. Porter on the left side. Porter left of the lane, and he is fouled with 18 seconds to go. Don't forget, after the game, with the Reinhardt's Insurance player of the game and the lock, stock, and barrel sub of the game, the foul's on Johnny Norris. His first, team second. And Landon Porter to shoot 2. Porter's first free throws of the season. That one hits the back of the rim and drops in. Porter line to the left. And that one drops in as well. So he has scored 4. His season high scored 5 against Sharpsville in the league opener. A win for the Trojans. 10 seconds to go. Chapman on the near side. He's going to dribble it out. The Sharon Tigers are going to extend the win streak to 4. 82-56 your final. Chris and I will come back with a full recap after this on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live.
Hard to make my house a home, and I expect my insurance to work hard too. That's why I'm with Erie Insurance and my local agent. They offer the service I deserve, the coverage I need, all at a price I can afford.
Your local Erie agent in Hermitage is Reinhardt's Insurance. Get a quote at 724-342-2291 or visit reinhardts.com. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
Imagine a bathroom that's not just a room, but a sanctuary. At Warner's Homes and Improvements, they believe in taking the time to get it right. That's why they are proud to introduce their bathroom installation service, where done in a day is a thing of the past. Experience the difference of a bathroom designed for you, not the clock. Visit Warner's Homes and Improvements on Route 19 in Mercer or at warnerconstruction.com. Warner's Homes and Improvements, where your bathroom is our masterpiece. Don't rush perfection.
The tax team at Reed & Daly Associates is the area's #1 income tax service. Reed & Daly built their practice one client at a time and are proud supporters of student athletes, boosters, bands, and other school activities to keep our diverse community moving forward. When it comes to business or taxes, Reed & Daly Associates will fight for you and help you reach the top of your game. Reed & Daly Associates on South Buell Farm Drive in Hermitage and online at reedanddaly.com.
The Fifth Quarter Show is brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. Insurance solutions to help you accomplish your goals. And now, proud sponsors of the Player of the Game.
And we will have that player of the game as well as the lock, stock, and barrel sub of the game here in our post game. 82-56 the final. Sharon pulls away from Greenville, along with Chris Burtch, Ryan Briggs here tonight. Chris, obviously a lot of good things from Greenville, but the Sharon Tigers, wow, what firepower!
That's exactly it. And again, you're going to have to really be able to score to stay in the game against this Sharon team, and you can't slow the game down. You can't try to make it because the way that they press, the way that they play defense, the way that they kick the ball down the floor, and as many guys as they have that can score, they're just going to be a handful. And I tell you what, I mean, I knew coming into this season, we both knew, that Cedric Boyd and Jeremiah Nixon were going to be really, really good players. I'm not sure I expected them to be that good, but yeah, because Boyd was just outstanding, and Nixon a terrific guard. And how about Lampkins? Lampkins 7 assists tonight, and he looked all of that as he just has a knack for getting in the paint, finding open offensive players, and kind of putting it in a spot where it's easy for them to handle, easy for them to score. He's a really important player for this team, particularly when you have guys that can score, as well as Nixon, Boyd, Miller, and certainly some others. But yeah, this is a fun bunch to watch. And again, I knew they beat Meadville. I knew they've gotten off to a good start. But now seeing them tonight, giving them the eye test, this is a really good basketball team.
82-56. More post game after this on Sports Radio 96.7.
Top Tier Federal Credit Union is now open at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage, near Cranex. Stop in or start your membership application online at toptierfcu.org. The credit union offers checking, savings, loans, and much more, and they incentivize you to do business with them with their special bonus dividend. Top Tier Federal Credit Union, everything banking should be. Personalized, simple, and member-focused. Now open at 2790 East State Street in Hermitage, near Cranex. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Come on out to the Sharon American Legion Post 299 and enjoy bingo every Thursday and Friday. First number called at 6:45. Join us for trivia night every Thursday at 6 p.m. Our grill room serves up great food daily, and our kitchen is open Thursday through Saturday from noon to 9. We proudly welcome all veterans to our community. Visit Sharon American Legion Post 299 on East State Street for good company, good times, and a warm welcome.
The 21st Century Energy Group is the leader in residential and commercial fuel delivery. For over 50 years, they have provided quality heating oils, propane, heat, gasoline, diesel, and lubricants to western Pennsylvania and eastern Ohio, with 7 locations including Newcastle, Grove City, Conneaut Lake, and Erie. The 21st Century Energy Group is your locally owned neighborhood fuel provider. Call them today for your home heating or commercial fuel needs at 1-800-922-5454. And don't forget to follow them on Facebook or visit them at 21stcenturyenergygroup.com.
In 1973, Lock, Stock, and Barrel opened their doors and served their first of over 3 million giant submarine sandwiches. They still serve 42-hole subs on 15-inch buns. Lock, Stock, and Barrel also offers burgers, specialty sandwiches, wraps, gyros, salads, wings, and even breakfast. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is a full-service deli with party rings and meat and cheese trays available. Located in Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville, they are open Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 7, and Saturday from 9 to 3, closed on Sundays and Mondays.
The Fifth Quarter Show is brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. Insurance solutions to help you accomplish your goals. And now, proud sponsors of the Player of the Game.
And we are back here at Sharon, and it is time for our Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game. Reinhardt's Insurance is pleased to present the Player of the Game award to Sharon sophomore Cedric Boyd. Season high 25 points, and Cedric has joined us here in our postgame. Cedric, congratulations.
Thank you.
Big win tonight.
I thought one of the things that you did so well tonight is that, you play so well without the ball.
Yes,
you
sir.
never stop moving without the ball. A couple of those offensive rebounds were that exact
Yes,
thing.
sir.
You feel like that's one of the things you've been working on in the offseason?
I mean, yeah, Coach always this year he's been telling me since last year I got less hungrier for the ball. So these past couple games I've been just trying to prove to him how I'm still hungry for the ball and I want the ball.
Yeah, you have to love, too, playing with two guards, Lampkins, Nixon. Not only are they really good at scoring, they're looking for you. You catch the ball, you make it. You know, as a former guard myself, you're the kind of big man that's fun to play with. You got to love playing with two guards like that, too.
Yeah, my guards, Jerry and Joff, and all my other guards, they both look for me a lot, and it's just like a chemistry thing. We look for each other, our whole team. We all move, we all get ours, and we score and we win.
Yeah, you did a really nice job on the defensive boards tonight, too. It's kind of nice having those guys up front in front of you pressing, and then all you got to do is go get the ball off the defensive board and pass it out ahead. You have to love that.
Yeah, it's just the hungriness. You got to want the ball more than the other person wants the ball, and you're going to get it.
That's very often you.
Last year, you played quite a bit as a freshman. You had a lot of seniors who had played a lot. Those guys have graduated. Now, for you this year, this is a pretty young team, a lot of sophomores and juniors. What's been the biggest change for you, I guess, from a mental standpoint, now having a bigger load this year?
I mean, the biggest change is really knowing we're not going to be like a great scoring team. So we got to where we lack, we got to pick it up on defense, and that's what we've been, defense, and we get fast breaks, and we score.
Our Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game, Cedric Boyd, joining us. Tigers 82-56 win tonight. Cedric, 25 points. So now these holiday tournaments. So what's this like? Are you playing Greenville, play Mohawk tomorrow night? It's going to be a lot of fun to play some. You've played a good schedule so far. Got to be a lot of fun playing here in the home gym against some new opposition.
Yeah, it's fun, but we know what they did to us last year, and we want that revenge. And we got to defend our home tomorrow.
And that'll be tomorrow night at 7:30. Cedric, congratulations. Great job. I know we got the picture of the T-shirt with you already. Best of luck tomorrow night. Look forward to watching you again down the road.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Great job. Really good job, Cedric.
It's a big headache right here, but I love that kid.
And now we will bring in head coach Lewis Brown here in our postgame. Coach, congratulations. It wasn't easy. Greenville would not go away, but seemed like your guys' depth in the second half really helped you pull away.
Yeah, I think when we started playing as a team, I think when we got up early in the first, I think some guys started playing a little bit of me ball, a little bit, and we had to get them back. Tune in. Hey, we're such a good team when we play as a team, and I think that showed in the second half when we started sharing the ball more. When guys play unselfish, you'll be amazed how shots start to fall in for themselves when they play unselfish. And our defense is a little bit better.
Yeah.
Rebounding the ball is one of our things we like to do, but I thought in the second half we got a deep bench.
Yeah, so. One of the things, Coach, obviously Jeremiah Nixon and Cedric Boyd, terrific offensive players. Heath Miller, that awesome kind of Swiss Army knife guy that does everything. But who I was really impressed with tonight, guard play-wise, was Lampkins. He kept drawing defenders, finding the open man for layups, wide open shots. You talk a lot about sharing the ball. Everybody's trying to share the ball, but some guys are really good at it. Lampkins is really good at it.
Lampkins is great at it.
Yeah,
we seen a little bit of it last year.
Yeah.
He's great, and that was my thing for him this year. Like, hey, get yours a little bit, but you make us a better team when you make them plays for our guys.
Yeah.
And he's so unselfish. And it's effortless when he makes some type of plays.
Yes.
And it just builds, our whole team gets excited. Everybody's excited for each other. So when he sees some shots go in or he makes some good passes like that, I'm so excited for him. That's the type of guy he is.
Yeah.
He's a player just like that. I'm extremely happy for him. And Heath, I was extremely happy for Heath to see some buckets go in.
Yeah, he played great. I love the way he plays. I reminds you a little bit of Tino Picciarelli, a great player for you a couple years ago. Yeah. That's what I thought he played like tonight.
Yeah, he played like that a little bit. He was tough. He got into the hoop.
Yep.
It's been tough for him all year a little bit. And I think today he kind of seen, it takes a while for everybody. I think today he kind of seen exactly what we was talking about. I think I'm still waiting on Colleen just a little bit, a couple more games. Yeah. But I think he's getting it. He's realizing the timing and why we do things the way we do them, and I think he's getting it.
And Greenville, not an easy team to play. A lot of guys can score that 1-3-1, and every time that you seem like you're going to pull away, they'd make a run at you. That team's going to make a lot of noise in its league.
That team's going to be very, very tough. Joe does a great job with them. I told him after the game, before the game, I know before the game he didn't really want to talk to me much, which I understand. After the game, he's a little bit too, but I love Joe. I think he's going to do a great, tremendous job with that group. Nice. They're going to play hard. They're going to get better and better. Hats off to them for coming in our tournament. Some teams don't want to come here.
Right.
I'm happy for Greenville and Joe telling his kids not to back down from nothing and showing up here.
They're going to get better in these two nights.
They're going to get better in these 2 nights. And I think they'll be better a better team down the road. I think he'll have them guys playing tough.
And tomorrow night you get Mohawk now. We got to see Mohawk just watching, and that's an impressive squad. Certainly a 74-62 win over Altoona in the opener. Number one, best of luck tomorrow night. But obviously from what Cedric said, they got you last year.
Oh, yeah, that was that's what people know, but that was a game where it kind of flipped the switch for us going forward. Even though we lost a couple after that, Mohawk was a game that I watched film, and I seen all the little things that we did. It was the reason why we lost. Yeah. And that was one, that film session was not good. It was not good after, but I picked apart a lot of the little things, and that's what made us a better team.
It was not good that day, but it was good moving forward.
It was good moving forward. Not that day, but moving forward. And, yeah, it'll be a tough game. They're well coached. They're a very good team. They got multiple players. It'll be a very good game tomorrow night. Them guys come down.
They look a lot like a Region 4 team, don't they?
Yes, they do. They share the ball. They got a couple guys that can score. Yeah. They play hard. They play tough defense. They would fit right in with us in Region 4. So, fit right in.
Well, Coach Brown, we appreciate you joining us. Congratulations on this one. Best of luck in the title game tomorrow night. We look forward to watching your team once we flip the calendar to January and beyond.
All right, thank you guys for watching, for coming down to covering us. My bad.
That's Sharon head coach Lewis Brown joining Chris and me here in our post game, along with our Reinhardt's Insurance player of the game, Cedric Boyd. Great stuff from Coach. Great stuff from Cedric.
Yeah.
A lot of fun to talk to them. 82-56 to win tonight over, again, a Greenville team that did not go away. It was a 20-point game in the first half. It got down to 6 at 37-31, but just Sharon, it would have eventually slowly pull away over the last 8-9 minutes of this one.
No doubt. And again, moving forward, that, just like Coach Brown just said, Greenville's going to have a terrific season. You could see this. This Sharon team is a great team. They play fast too. And so, but I liked what Greenville did tonight. In other words, they didn't go away from what they do. They were themselves tonight, and they kept on going, and they brought it back from down 20 to down 6. And again, eventually Sharon just pulling away at the end. But I love the way they play. You can't tell if they're up 20, down 20. They share the ball. They pick each other up. That's a really fun team to watch.
82-56, the final. We'll take a break. Not sure how many breaks we have left. Art Shannon will let me know in this commercial break. We'll come back with a scoring recap and the lock, stock, and barrel sub of the game here on Sports Radio 96.7.
One moment I was on my way to my son's ball game, and the next I was being placed in an ambulance. I needed help. That's why I called the Joanno Legal Group.
Call the Joanno Legal Group toll-free at 888-347-1411. Please visit them at joannolegalgroup.com. That's Joanow legalgroup.com. Or call toll-free at 888-347-1411. Joanno Legal Group, when you deserve more. No fee unless we win or settle your case.
I just bought a used car.
As did I.
Mine has a slight dent in the driver's side door and a few other minor scratches, but hey, considering the deal I got, I can live with a few imperfections.
Well, I got the great price without the imperfections.
Whoa, there's no way that's used.
DK Auto LLC is a veteran-owned and operated used car dealership in Grove City. And with DK Auto's attention to detail, were it not for the title, you'd swear you're driving new. See the amazing selections at DKAutoLLCPA.com.
I run a local business. With payroll, expenses, taxes, and equipment, taking care of business is a lot of work. But at my bank, I get mobile banking, online bill pay, and the financial advice I need to make the best decisions for my business. My bank is a financial partner I can count on.
Mercer County State Bank. Member FDIC. Your community bank. Online at mcsbank.bank.
The Fifth Quarter Show is brought to you by Reinhardt's Insurance. Insurance solutions to help you accomplish your goals. And now, proud sponsors of the Player of the Game.
Welcome back one final time to Sharon Tiger Gymnasium. Along with Chris Burtch, Ryan Briggs here. We have Lee Gross on camera. Art Shannon back in the studio producing our game. Sharon pulls away for an 82-56 win over Greenville tonight. Sharon, 3 players in double figures led by our Reinhardt's Insurance player of the game, Cedric Boyd, a season-high 25 points, 12 twos, 1 of 4 at the line for 25. But he was a player of the game. But, Chris, we had – that was a tough field, certainly.
Yeah.
Jeremiah Nixon tonight, 6 twos, 3 threes for 21 points. The sophomore, boy, what an impressive guard he is.
His skills are insane. You watch his skills, and you're just like, probably to the untrained eye, they're just saying, well, he's just good, or well, he's just quick. No. It's his footwork. It's his follow through. It's where his eyes are when he catches the ball. All of these little things. And again, you said it. He's a sophomore, and he already has those kind of honed skills. He's going to be a special player for Coach Brown.
21 for Nixon. Heath Miller with 13 tonight, 11 in the fourth quarter. 6 field goals, 1 of 2 at the line for 13. Joffier Lampkins with 9, 4 field goals, 1 of 1 at the line for 9 points. And we talked with Coach Brown, and you mentioned, Lampkins, part-time starter quarterback for the football team, and he was a quarterback out here.
He was a quarterback, yeah, he really was. One time, he drove into the paint, and he drew 3 defenders and threw a no-look pass for Boyd to shoot a layup. And then he did it again, only one player, and the right one went. He kicked it to Nixon for a 3. Just all night long, he was doing things like that. He's got great vision. He's got great handles, and he's a pass-first guy. Sometimes you say that about guys that are he's looking to make the great assist, and he's super good at it.
Some guys are pass-first guys because the coach tells them don't shoot.
Right, yeah. That's not him. He's pass-first because he's great at it.
Lampkins with 9. Kyleem Smith with 6 tonight, a 2 and a 3. 1 of 2 at the line for 6. John Norris, 2 field goals for 4 off the bench. Santino Gavin, 2 for 2 at the line for 2 points. Iron Brody, 1 field goal for 2. Michael Chapman, 0 for 2 at the line, did not score. We also saw Johnny Norris, Adrian Robinson, Carter Fertig, and Bryce Bodine for Sharon tonight. Tigers, 32 twos, 4 threes, 6 of 13 at the line for 82 points. Greenville tonight, led by Justin Schell. 3 twos, 3 threes, 6 of 7 at the line, 21 points for Justin Schell. And Justin Schell, of course, coming off of back-to-back great football seasons, had a good basketball year, averaging 9 per game last year. Tonight, 21, season-high 21 for a guy who's still rounding into basketball shape. He missed the first 3 games. And at times, there were times tonight he was the best guy on the floor.
He really was, right, no doubt about it. I was thinking about that. It was just 4 weeks ago, he was playing football at Elwood City with us watching. And, he was awesome tonight. Every time he thought, all right, Sharon's going to just kind of pull away here, he would make a couple of plays. And, he's going to have a really nice season as well.
21 for Schell. Keith Covert added 13 tonight, 6 twos, 1 of 2 at the line for 13. 8 tonight, Brecken Hedrick, a 2 and 2 threes. He had 8. Also tonight, Raleigh Robertson, 2 field goals, 1 of 2 at the line for 5. Jacosa Mitchell, a 2 and a 3 for 5. Landon Porter, 1 field goal, 2 of 2 at the line. He had 4 points. Miles Lyons, Ty Strasser, Mason Richards, Sam Campman, Tristan Vargas, and Jacob Vandevander all played, did not score. Greenville, 14 twos, 6 threes, 10 of 13 at the line, 56 points. Sharon led 23-13 after 1, 37-28 at the break. It was 33-13 in the second quarter. A 15-4 run by Greenville to close the half. Trojans eventually got to within 37-31 as Schell hit a 3 early in the third. However, Sharon was able to rebound and extend the lead to 60-41 after 3. 82-56 is your final. Sharon has won 4 in a row. Tigers are 6-2. They'll play Mohawk at 7:30 tomorrow night here at Sharon Tiger Gymnasium. Greenville drops to 5-3. Trojans also came in on a 3-game win streak. Greenville gets Altoona at 6 p.m. in the consolation game tomorrow night here at Sharon. Chris, before we get to the lock, stock, and barrel sub of the game, a final thought?
Just again, just four really good teams here, and all of these teams are going to benefit from that. And Sharon was more impressive than I was expecting. They're really good, and again, this Greenville team, they're going to have a really nice season, and I love the way they play.
Time now for the lock, stock, and barrel sub of the game, brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel in Sharpsville, open 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturdays. And tonight we recognize Sharon Jr. John Norris, emerging out of a very crowded field for that award, the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game, John Norris, and a guy who would start for a lot of teams.
He sure would, yeah, no doubt. Very physical player, does a lot of the dirty work, defensive rebounds, plays good defense. They're going to need him a lot this season.
John Norris is the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game. He'll now be entered into the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the year competition. At the end of the season, we will recognize one of our local players as a Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Year. The Sub of the Year and his or her teammates will receive a sub, chips, drink, and dessert courtesy of Lock, Stock, and Barrel in Sharpsville. So congratulations to John Norris, the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Game, our Reinhardt's Insurance Player of the Game, Cedric Boyd. Both of those awards, as always, are powered by Landmark Information Services. And, of course, Cedric Boyd also receiving a customized T-shirt courtesy of the Laundryman in Hermitage. 82-56, Sharon with the win. And that will wrap up our coverage for tonight. Our next basketball broadcast will be Monday. It'll be Facebook only. We'll have Lakeview and Mercer boys at 7:30. That'll be a lot of fun.
That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, two really good teams that are expecting to have good seasons after good seasons a year ago. So, yeah, that will be a great game.
And that'll be on the Facebook page only as we have Monday Night Football, the Rams and Falcons Monday. And anticipated 7:30 tip. I believe it's the fourth of 4 games.
Oh, boy. Okay.
At Mercer on Monday night. But we'll have that. And then Tuesday, we'll go up Route 62 to Lakeview. Slippery Rock girls at Lakeview. Two guys you coached with.
How about that?
At one point, Gary Burke for Lakeview and Jeff Steele for Slippery Rock. That'll be a great test for both of those.
Yeah, that really will be, right. Yeah, no question about it. Both of those teams, they know they're good. We know they're good. But, yeah, that'll be one of those ones where they kind of get a feel for where they fit, as far as taking that next that jump to the next level.
So that's our upcoming high school basketball schedule. Of course, tomorrow here on the radio, Coach's Corner, 9 a.m. with George and Al, 11 a.m. Pitt in East Carolina in the GoBowling.com Military Bowl. And then Westwood 1 will have NFL coverage, Saturday doubleheader. Game number 1, Houston taking on the L.A. Chargers. The nightcap will be the Packers and the Ravens. Sunday night football will be the Bears and 49ers here on Sports Radio 96.7. Of course, Rams-Falcons Monday night. And we'll have that Lakeview Mercer game on the Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live video page. So lots and lots of sports action as 2025 reaches the finish line. I want to thank the folks here at Sharon, the administration. I know Steve Hoover's on vacation, but he had everything set up, kind of delegated, if you will. So thanks to everybody here at Sharon. Thanks to Lee Gross on camera tonight. Lee doing an outstanding job as always. Always good to work with Lee, as well as, excuse me, getting choked up talking about him, Art Shannon. Art, great job back in the studio as always. Appreciate Art coming in on this Boxing Day and joining us. For my partner, Chris Burtch, Lee Gross, and Art Shannon, and our sports director and sales manager, Bob Greenberg, this is Ryan Briggs saying good night from Sharon. The Tigers defeat Greenville 82-56 in the Sharon Christmas Tournament. And you heard it here on Sports Radio 96.7 and Sports Radio 96.7 Facebook Live. Have a great night and a great weekend, everybody.
Been listening to high school basketball. Tonight's game has been brought to you by
Bill McCandless Ford, the Reinhardt's Agency, Lock, Stock, and Barrel, Meadville Medical Center, Shell Restoration, St. Paul's and Ridgewood Senior Living Communities, Grove City Area Federal Credit Union, Attorney Bill Motor, Top Tier Federal Credit Union, Sharon Regional Health System, dedicated to serving the community, Joanno Legal Group, UPMC Health System, Mercer County State Bank, Mancino's Driving School, Vay's Pub and Grill, the Sharon American Legion Post 299, Warner's Homes and Improvements, Hermitage Rotary Club, Mailer Insurance, DK Auto LLC, The Laundryman, Reed and Daly Associates, Minuteman Press in Hermitage, Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding, Sharon Community Health Center, and 21st Century Energy Group.
Please thank this great group of sponsors for supporting all of our high school sports broadcasts all season on News Talk 790 WPIC on Sports Radio 96.7.
This concludes our coverage of high school sports. We now join our regularly scheduled program already in progress.